1.
Fuck!
Welcome to Diamonds and Dice.
Josh and Jonathan are back.
Josh and Jonathan are back. We're going to go ahead and see how... sorry for the long wait, by the way. And the
No, we're not sorry. We got fucking lives and the weather was
This
bad.
is why I don't do intros.
I'm sorry.
I literally don't.
This
I
is
can't.
the
Do you
fucking
want me to do
intro,
intros?
Diva.
I could do
You wanna
intros.
see
Oh, he'll be
fucking
quiet
trailer?
for you, maybe. Maybe, because he will be polite for you. He won't be polite for me on that. Troll.
He's such a fucking diva. This is the intro.
I want like 2 minutes.
Ooh, 2 minutes. Go. 1. Go. I'm counting. 1.
All right. Because it's probably going to be a TPK. They're all low in life and everything else. I'm going to give them 5 minutes to deliberate what they're going to do, and then we're going to see how this goes. So with that said and done.
Favorite color scheme.
Last game. You guys all rushed into the tower to stop the fireworks after making a pit stop by Red Fountain Square to see all of the peripheral characters jumping in to kind of help save the day and protect their fireworks. So you guys rushed on into the tower, trying to charge down the tower. Bonham was snatched up by a god trap and got sucked into face Craxor, his bone devil god. And then everyone else ran up. Before they got into a fight with Refisil, Zaleria tried to do a really cool subversion of the railroad. They were running up a set of stairs, and the bad guys obviously wanted them to leave on a particular level. Zaleria was real smart by trying to circumvent that, but my bad guys did have it trapped. Everyone almost died. Bartholomew dug out Marzio, gave him a potion, and then Marzio and Bartholomew saved Zaleria and Haley.
Yeah.
And then they rushed on to fight Refisil, who said that the coffin was for Marzio. And then after he dropped a fireball and threw his body off, almost did.
Yeah, I mean, he said the coffin was for me, but then he chucked me off a building. Like, what was his plan?
Well, you have to find out. Luckily, Haley's player, Amanda, had 2 hero points that she could spend to act out of turn, to which case she called Dozer, who jumped and saved Marzio. And then Refisil in troll form proceeded to grab Haley and throw her ass off. And after that, everybody pretty much jumped off afterwards to save Haley. Bartholomew jumped and used Zaleria's feather token to feather fall to the ground. Everyone nursed their wounds for a brief second, see how incredibly wounded they are, look back up at the tower.
Unconscious.
They did see, I almost called you fucking McFinn.
Mickey.
Yeah, I know. They saw Mickey Leone, who had taken care of the other Breaker Witch Coven troops who were going to join the
It's
battle.
only the 3rd time Amazon's been here today.
Especially like this late at night, I'm surprised. So with that said and done,
They deliver until 9.
unfortunately you were still trapped, so you don't get to have too much input on here, but you can give them out of character input. You know, hey guys, I think this is a smart thing. Because you're going to be back pretty soon. I'm going to store your thing first, then we're going to throw one at them. So I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes of deliberation, and we'll see where you guys go, what you decide on. Alright? Because you're probably going to die. Everyone's low on hit points and everything else. But it's up to you. So, I don't want to be a part of this part. Let's start talking.
What is this for me?
Did we put it on pause or?
Should have gone to smoke too. He doesn't get his fucking
How
smoke
many
without me
points?
smoking.
How many hit points do you? I got 11.
I know.
Down there.
He's
Okay.
giving us time to deliberate, and I assume it's on stream.
Okay. How many hit points do you have?
4.
You got 1, right?
8.
8? I got
I
11.
have 0. I'm currently stabilized.
She's stabilized but unconscious.
Just text me what you want me to do. I'm going to smoke.
I need to know what spells you have. We need to know what kind of spells that we can use in this kind of
Yeah.
situation.
Fireball.
I'm gonna use Gust to try and put a wind wall around us in case those 2 idiots explode.
Well, I'm
Fireball,
going to
idiots. Use all of my lay on hands on something.
You're not even there.
You're not
Well,
there.
when
I
he
get
gets
there.
there.
Okay.
One of those 2.
Okay.
It's got to be one of those
Okay,
2.
but we currently have the problem of the fact
Yeah,
that
me and her
Turth and Zaleria
are about
have
to.
half of the
Here's Mickey's
plague
spell.
in
We're literally
themselves.
about to spontaneously combust.
The only thing that I think is saving us is the
No,
fact
but I
that
don't know
Amanda
how many spells
interrupted
it's
Zach's
okay.
outro
Doesn't use
last
somebody
time
else.
and shoved the elf blood ampules that we got into our necks.
Okay.
So we have half of the cure, the actual cure in us. What we're missing is the something of health, which is possibly in my bag because a couple games ago, a secret admirer sent her this little circlet, except she wasn't going to just put it on because she didn't know what it was. She didn't know who the secret admirer was. So we were going to wait until we had a couple of minutes to actually look at it and be like, oh yeah, this is what it is. We never had that moment. So
Does anybody
You
else
guys are
know about
completely-
this crown you have?
I think everybody does because they were there when I got it.
It was delivered the day that Valerie got put unconscious.
Yeah, so everybody saw me get it, and I looked at it, and I know Jular took it and
So
was like, look at the shiny thing, and I was like, no, and stuck it back in the box and put it in my
I
bag.
don't know how you guys feel about this, but I'm going to pick Zaleria up. I'm going to run back into the tower. As I'm running, I'm going to try to put the tiara on her head to hope to God that it works.
So Lyria's not going to be happy when she wakes up. I'm not okay with this plan, by the way. I know I have no say because I'm unconscious, but
I think
still.
I'm gonna hop on Dozer and start climbing the tower.
I was gonna have Dozer dig if
Climb the tower? So you guys are just going to go up into the fireworks, though. And then back to... back to Rook, isn't it? Or Rifso?
I thought Russellville was on the ground.
With how we
no,
are?
went up to the
I mean,
top.
with how you guys are, I
don't see it lasting very long.
don't.
Definitely gonna die in battle, but I don't see it lasting very long. We could also ask Dozer to dig
Dig
deep.
where?
Dig deep. Dig down.
I don't think you can dig far enough. If the Legion nukes the city,
I
Dozer can't dig deep.
agree with you two or whoever's there hopping on Dozer and getting the fuck out of town.
We're not getting the fuck out.
I told you he said that.
Where's the only fucking leaving?
I'm just saying it's...
I was going to say, Marzio is too dedicated to the city to leave.
But
Especially right now.
at what point is there a city still, though? You see what I mean?
When there's still people there who care about it.
As long as there's a foundation.
Okay.
Deep.
But
That was not 5 minutes. Go back outside.
It's cold. Eurus has another minute.
Yeah, and it's snowing, isn't it?
Yeah, just a little.
lovely. You're gonna be okay
This is what I plan on.
to drive.
Yeah, I should be fine. I got new
Casting
tires.
to help
Okay.
protect us from any kind of
I'm all
explosives.
excited about that, and then I
Those
remember
spinning
how
over.
much
Let
they
that
were.
kind of die down.
I'm like, because I will
and
straight
then
up drive you
go
when
up.
you need
Nah.
me to.
Maybe
I should
while
be
we're
fine.
behind the wind wall, get a little bit of HP healed up, and then go up.
And if I'm not, Leon lives 5 minutes away from you guys, and I can just go crash at his
Get a
place.
bug. Get it up.
So you climb the stairs?
I'm just gonna run in the tower,
Okay.
and
So
I'm gonna try to shield us from everything else to prevent spread.
So the decision is to go in,
That's
even
what
though you
churches
guys
do.
are at no hit points and spells and shit.
That's not the decision. You didn't get to hear what we were gonna do. That was the whole point of that.
The decision is, or I'm saying now, okay, back in game.
So,
What you
Any
guys
kind
doing?
of defensive things that you can do.
if you cast that spell,
Mm-hmm.
and we hop on Dozer,
Mm-hmm.
I can cast that on
Should've thought of
anything that we come across. So let's keep climbing.
You want
Okay.
water?
Looks like a mouth
Yeah,
being.
I've
It's
got
kind of
water.
creepy.
There was a water bottle.
I
here,
also
so
have
Ooh. I do have
3
Okay.
That was creepy as
in
fuck.
the obvious.
Oh, wait, no, I'm out of those spell slots. Never mind, I can cast that.
Motherfucker, just work.
If we could get a rest, this would be a totally different conversation.
Gauntlets are hard, man.
You don't have anything that you can do to
I don't have
regain
any.
one?
I'm out of spell slots.
Okay.
I mean,
See.
unless you allow me to spend a hero point to regain one spell slot.
Not in the cards. It's not on the hero points of design.
I do have 4 healing potions too.
Okay. 5 minutes is about up as of right now.
Okay.
So, bringing it back in, the fireworks are going off and everything else.
Tirth is gonna pick up
It's 2 minutes.
Deliria
It's really 3 minutes in our
and dig in her bag while I'm running towards the tower.
Whose bag?
Just like his
Deliria's
10 seconds
bag?
is really
All right, so you reach in Zaliria's bag.
And I'm gonna pull out her tiara. I'm gonna put it on her head.
Okay. You put it on her head. You notice
As I'm running. I'm doing this as I'm running to the tower, though.
with her.
Mm-hmm.
So you go expecting to explode. I take it.
Mm-hmm.
So you all see Tirtholomew puts it on her head and starts running over. You see that the color of their skin is definitely more pale. You see their veins start to like expose. And it starts creeping on up. And you look in Tirtholomew's eyes as all the little veins go to the very, very center. Tirtholomew, make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Hero points if you have them.
I do.
Valeria, also make me one, please.
I
I'm
chug a
going-
healing potion and I hand a healing potion to Haley.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going. And I'm using a hero
2
point.
D4 plus
And it's plus
2.
a d6, right?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna use a hero point too.
You go.
It's a
Seven's not bad.
16 for my roll. And you said it's Constitution save?
Mhm.
Yeah. So you got a 17.
17. Mm.
I got a 10 there, and my Constitution's 9, so I got a 19.
19.
Did
You
use
feel-
your hero points to add into D6?
You feel the lymph nodes on your underarm swell immediately. It's a very common thing of the plague to have the underarm lymph nodes. It's painful.
Okay.
You feel your lungs start to expand to a whole bunch as you're sitting there feeling the pain rack your body, and you know what's about to happen. And you take one final look at all of your friends. You look down at Zalaria, and you erupt with a terrible coughing fit of blood.
Is Deliria okay?
She seems to be very uncomfortable and tossing and turning in her unconscious state. You see her underarms, her lymph nodes are also incredibly swollen. The veins just creeping ever through. You can see it mostly on the nose and in the eyes.
I mean, I'm still trying to haul butt to the get to the tower. I'm still trying to get to the tower to shield us away from them.
When you turn the corner, and you have that terrible coughing fit, and you're sitting there with all this blood in your hands. You do not explode. You have the plague.
Yeah.
You do have the plague.
Congrats!
Well, you don't have to.
But you haven't
I
exploded.
don't explode, right?
But you do not have the magic. Taking that elf blood, you have Haley to thank for your life. If you guys didn't have that elf blood in you, you would have been gone. It thinks that you don't know how long that elf blood's going to last. I will state that too.
Yes.
But for the time being, the elf blood has kept you from
I
the
keep
supernatural portion of the
reiterating that I get that I'm not dead, but I'm constantly just making sure Zaleria is okay. Like, how is she? Like,
Sure.
how? Like, what does she look like to me through my eyes?
Yeah. Make me a medicine check, please. So the rest of you, he runs for that, and he's sitting there checking on her. He's vomiting blood, and you hear him yell, "He's okay." What do
I
you guys
am
do?
going to immediately cast.
Not any fucking better.
I'm gonna cast Warding Wind and yell to Mickey and Marzio, "Get behind me!" I'm gonna cast Warding Wind to try and protect us from any kind of explosion from any other people that might be exploding from the fireworks.
Okay. You okay?
I got an even 10 on my
You good?
medicine check.
You can tell she's sick,
And it's a
and I mean, it's the plague. You know it's the plague. You've seen plenty of it too. But you don't see any signs that she's going to explode. You can't make much more than heads or tails out of it. It's pretty much a layman knowing being told, like, these are the signs, and you're seeing the signs, but you're not educated enough to know 100% any specifics.
So, I am going to take my robe of useful items and take it off of me
Mhm.
to put onto her, so to like shield it almost.
Okay.
If something does happen, since I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, okay. So you protect her in case you explode.
That and her, like, from me. is that barrier between us, I guess you could say.
Yeah. You cast that, is it concentration?
Yeah, it is a concentration check.
So you cast the wind wall and you're trying to make almost
It's
like
a 10-foot radius
dome.
around me, yes.
Okay, so you can bend the top of it in a little bit. There's still the
It's a 10-foot
exposed top,
radius.
but yeah.
So,
Okay.
10 foot all the way around me
Oh, I
is a
thought
wind wall.
I did not know wind wall was like that. I thought it was essentially
Wording
well.
wind.
I knew you could bend the edges in. Oh, that's why it's wording wind. Okay, so you have it all around you and everything else. You see the dust from the firework stops and crackles on the top of it and slides off like ash almost. Looking out into the rest of the place, you see that there are some people who are sizzling and popping for sure. The crowd is just going absolutely nuts. People are just pop, pop, pop. People go over and will vomit a whole bunch and then explode. It's a massacre. And it's so crowded, and it makes it even more disturbing. You'll look over and you'll see a guy's wearing a skull mask, because again, it's Halloween, or the Reaping Festival. Mm-hmm. And there's a guy who will go over and he tries to get his mask off, and when he explodes, you see all the blood just pours out of the eye sockets of it before it slumps over. So the grotesque nature of which these people are dressed is making this even more disturbing. A couple of
Die every day, Pete.
A couple of these people won't explode, and that's something you've not seen happen before. They slump over, they vomit up a whole bunch, their eyes explode, and there's a bunch of blood coming from their eyes.
Ears too.
Ears too.
Nose.
Rectum also.
Rectum.
But a few seconds later, these figures will actually stand back up. You notice that their teeth are incredibly long and their tongues loll out with a very sharp-looking point.
Oh God!
And
Fucking venom looking ass.
Yay, game night! Where friends get to hang out and have fun.
there's all that drama there that I tried to make for you guys. just goes
We're
away.
appreciating it.
Okay, are you? Can you hear it?
In our own way.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Shit.
It's better than zombies.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, symbiotes are definitely better than zombies. Way to go, Mandy. Yeah.
These are basically becoming ghouls. The other disturbing thing that you notice is that with their missing eyes, they're groping around looking for other people who are survivors who haven't drank the tonic, for example, and they're being mobbed by these people and being bit and ripped to pieces.
Safe assumption.
I don't know if that's
What's broken on
do
it?
what we need to do.
So this particular moment, though, as you guys see that some of these ghouls are arising from this mess, some of the other people are popping and exploding. There's a couple things you guys also see. You'll notice that there's a father and son, and they're sitting there, and the kid's crying, and he's close enough for you guys to even hear, even with the wind buffing from your spell. Mm-hmm. And the kid's crying, and he's like, "What's going on, Daddy?" As he's wearing his little ghost outfit. His dad takes off his mask, and he looks the kid in the eyes, and he looks over at you guys, and he says, "Son, look." He says, "Just like from your novel, from your comic. Look, the Godslayers are here. Everything is going to be okay." You guys will notice that as the ghouls start to rush him in particular, Harathon comes screaming out of nowhere and just hits him with the warhammer. Just hits the creature over the hammer, over the head of the hammer, popping its head like a melon.
You have to marry this woman if you survive.
Alazio and Sal and Big Sally and everybody from Red Fountain Square seems to have shown up here. And they start to develop a parameter and seem to be fighting most of this off. You notice that Call and O'Nell are going up and they're trying to stop a couple of these freedom fighters who are running, trying to help you guys out. And you see they're chasing them with ampules, presumably of elf blood, before they stab them. No, if we're gonna do this. And O'Nell is just like, wait. He's moving super slow. So they basically are protected from the plague.
So it's mostly Call who's running around stabbing people. Okay.
She's very fast too, because she's a Ketsune.
Yeah,
so
she's a fox.
yeah, so she's able to bamf and stuff. So they will produce a perimeter, and the kid sits there, and as all these people are fighting and everything else, and he just looks over at you, and you see like he takes up his mask, and he just gets that big smile, and you guys now know why you have to keep fighting for Dathersport.
So, quick off-topic thing. You missed an opportunity to have the tortoise in the hair with Onel and Call.
I did. I did. Damn it. So,
Are rabbit folk a race in D&D?
I said, I'm sorry.
Are rabbit folk a race in D&D?
I think
They're
so
quick
because
dude,
they're
I mean,
You can make
do
one
any
in
homebrew.
Hero Forge.
You
I know
have
you
a
can make it on
Tanuki,
Hero Forge.
so
you can always
I
do...
homebrewed the two.
yeah.
Yeah,
We
you can
can
always do
homebrew
shifter.
rabbit
There's a
folk.
million ways to do it. So anyway, I take it you guys are planning on staying, or are you running? Now is the time to tell me a black and white answer.
I'm staying. I mean, that should never.
I mean,
question.
I'm staying in
I'm
the tower
run from
until
a
I can
fucking
figure out
battle.
what's going on.
I'm
So-
stuck with Tirth, so
Okay. So
And
once more
even-
into the breach.
even if Zaleria was
Stuck with
conscious, she
Tirth?
would stay.
You get to be with Tur. Shit.
All right.
Stuck with Tur.
So you guys have to
Don't-
stay within
don't
10
set
feet
that.
of me. Stay behind my 10
While
foot
all these
radius
guys are
to
coming
be
in, I
protected
give
by
her
my
a
warding
healing
wind.
potion, by the way, because I
You're
just
awake.
Yay!
You pop one for her?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So once more into the breach, as each one of you guys look up at the tower, seeing the fireworks go off, you guys prepare what is probably going to be the Godslayer's last battle.
Why not?
Can I borrow one of your?
I'm going to skip to Bonham right now. Bonham, as you're running to try to get with them, to try to run up this tower, and suddenly, like, you stop dead in your tracks. You don't know why, but you feel like your body's incapable of movement. You look down, you don't see anything grabbing you, and then all of a sudden there's just this spark of this huge hexarelogram? Pentexagram? I forget what I described it as last time. But it's basically it's like the Silent Hill symbol, or like a giant pentagram. And it flashes for a brief second before you feel a whole bunch of bones just grab you and drag you and Kusuf down. It's almost like water, like you were plunged into freezing cold water. You feel your lungs like all of a sudden halt up because of the water around you. And it's ice cold. And your mouth, you can taste a little bit of the water, and it's got a coppery taste to it.
Oh, so in blood.
Probably.
It's as cold as ice.
You hear...
blood?
That
sounds
willing
terrifying.
to sacrifice our love.
You hear, echoing in your head, Krexor's voice says, Finally, I have you.
You fuck off.
Oh.
Fuck off.
Do you though?
So you are at this point inside of this liquid and everything else. You see the presence of Kusuf nearby.
Is that what the
You don't see him at all.
I printed him.
You did?
So you saw it.
Yeah.
The bone devil?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Oh, that guy.
Oh
That's
my
who's
God.
talking right now.
So he says,
That's awesome.
You are mine.
Ooh.
You were always mine.
Ooh.
You can yell and rage against it all you want, but you will never escape this prison. I will come back to you once your soul is broken. And what do you do?
Well, I want to try to get out of this blood shit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna swim up.
Okay.
Is there an end to it? Do I swim to the top?
Doesn't feel like there is.
Oh boy.
You're starting to notice that after about a minute's passed, your holding your breath starts to get a little tougher.
I'm gonna pray to my god.
Okay. Give me a parameter of your prayers. What exactly are you praying for?
To give me strength to get out of this bullshit. I say that. Exactly.
It's not something I quite considered. Go ahead and make me a charisma roll with advantage because of something else that would be happening.
I think this is like one of the first times I rolled a charisma check with my high ass charisma.
Fuck yeah, dude. Didn't roll dog shit. You did sleep with him.
21.
Damn.
That was with advantage?
Oh,
Or did you roll a nat? Did you get a nat 20?
no, I got a 17.
Okay. Jesus fuck.
Yeah, same one.
A 21 total?
21.
Okay. So you sit there and you go to try to pray. You don't feel your God come in and save you or anything. But what you do feel is, as you start to get towards like the edge of like the side, not so much the top, because like the top, it seems like you're swimming forever. So you start like meandering about a little bit to see, and you feel like the edges, which feel like they're like a bone cage. And as you follow that, and you're kind of trying to follow that to the top and everything else, you feel that a couple of the bones seem to be grabbing you, trying to drag you back down. Until one set of hands that feels like it's almost grabbing a hold, feels almost like flesh. As you hold onto it, you feel like you're being pulled. Very similar to how you were pulled into this, you feel like you're being pulled out of it. As the smell of ozone and the sound of some kind of terrible cracking, you hear behind you, Craxor say, "No, he was mine. This isn't right." And then you hear his voice fade as you smell the ozone and everything else. You hear a terrible splashing sound, and then you hear Nick say, "I thought we lost you." You look over at her and you can see her as this big Valkyrie, like glowing light, and her aura is expressing her inner self. And she's
I
a
can
big
see her.
Yeah. She looks like this big Valkyrie, though. She has like these horns that just drift off like the corkscrew antlers of an antelope, with like a set of wings behind it and everything else. Her armor looks beautiful. She's not wearing her glasses, and her eyes just have this big open light to it, no pupils. She says, "I thought we lost you."
At the sight of her, I give her a kiss.
Whoa! Yeah! Gain inspiration. Paladin Mech. It's the return of the Mech. Love that
Probably
song.
gonna die this game, so might as well.
Right?
When you're done, like it's almost like there's a static electricity behind your two's lips. You hear her go, "Well," and she instinctually like reaches up to do this, but she's not wearing glasses. She's like, "Well, and then she'll grab you and kiss you.
Oh my god.
And then she, when it's done, you realize that like there's shit to do. She says,
Still a better love story than Twilight.
I mean, you could take two magnets and let them kiss you. And that's a better love story than Twilight.
You're not wrong.
So she
The
says,
negative sides together.
She
in
says-
a special way.
"We're keeping a parameter. Your party's already been pretty much everything but killed." They're
Give
at
me an
the,
update. What's going on?
She says they fought up the tower, and we saw them falling. The dozer caught them because he heard a whistle, or there was some whistle, and somebody yelled. I think her name is. She's a detective, I think. I don't know her name.
Mickey threw a treat too.
Yeah, and her dozer and Mickey caught Marzio, who was falling. He was unconscious. Then Haley was flung from it. She's still okay. Then Tirth jumped off with Zolaria and used some kind of magic to float to the bottom. They're all very damaged, very beat, but they're at the base. We'd have to go down to get back with them. But the beast is up there.
How's your healing?
She says, "I got a couple spells in me."
Hurry up. Let's go save some fuckers.
We love you too.
Yeah, nobody sees it. He keeps walking, and then she, like, the camera would be panned on her, and she'd sit there and just go. She'd just mouth the words.
What was that sound? Oh, that was my panties flying across the
I just picture the big bad evil guy getting hit with panties at the worst time.
If we survive this, bottom is totally getting laid.
Oh yeah.
As you
Too
come
bad
into
he's blind.
as Zolaria comes into consciousness, Tirth and
But you can
Zolaria
see
both
her,
notice
so it's
now
okay.
that you are not going to explode. Haley and Marzio are sitting there with Mickey, like kind of surveying the whole thing. You guys see that the door opens from the base, And Nyx walks out, and she steps aside as Bonham walks out too.
Hey, my nigga!
Are you guys standing next to each other?
Yeah, we're like,
Because I'm gonna walk up
because he
next to
has
you
my
guys.
win.
I'm gonna lay my hands on you. Hey guys, and I heal you guys for 22 points each.
Oh, damn! Zalaria's
Don't
gonna
worry.
be like, glad to see you escaped and that you're okay. I was really worried.
She says, also, I can help out too. And before she goes to cast her first spell,
She's with me in the tower still. Yeah.
there'll
I have
be a
8 health.
big, huge column of flame that starts about 20 feet off. And you guys see the ape demon, the Bazugra. I think that's what he's called. Bagara, sorry. The Bagara that has been part of the card for the longest time.
Mhm.
You can tell because he's got that like scar across his face, unlike the rest of him. It'll kind of flame up, and he looks over at you all. And he'll step closer. You guys notice his model's about this big. Like, he's super big. He takes a few steps forward towards you all, looks at you all, and says, "You realize I'm free now, right?"
Who are you?
Let's not taunt the monster.
Okay, but I'm
I'm serious. I have no idea who
But yeah,
this is.
I'm with him. Like,
Remember
who
the
is
card?
this
The
guy?
card demon.
I
Oh.
mean, are we stating
Okay.
the obvious? Because you were in a card and now you're not.
He says, "You're right. I am free."
No, like you just said that. Yeah, we realized it because
Well,
you were in a card and you're not in a card now.
Well, you, wizard, obviously are
Are
smart
you gonna
enough to
help
know.
us out or not?
I was just trying. I don't know if all of your party understands how this all works.
I mean, we've always been buddies, haven't we?
Hey,
No.
do us a favor here, okay? I mean,
For old time's sake.
I told you to be
being
nice.
hostile. Look how safe we kept that card.
He takes a chest and he says, "I am being helpful." He slams it down. He says, "I'm fulfilling the last testament of Gaer." He pushes it over, and for not killing you, that's how I'm helping.
We
There's been a-
appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate
Seems pretty
that.
chill, you know.
It has been.
That's
Last
not what we're
time,
asking.
I tried
We're
to
not
give you
asking
all
for
kinds
you
of
to-
things, but you wouldn't
Yeah.
accept them. So
He gives you that smile, like with the huge, sharp, crooked teeth and the creepy smile, because like, yeah, no, all right, you're right.
I dig that.
Yeah, like he's like, I get it. We
I
get
dig
each
that.
other.
I dig that.
So he gets a big smile and he says, "Last will and testament of Gaer," and he'll kick it a little forward and he says, "It was an honor to serve with him and all of you, but this asshole is fine."
Oh, we're buddies.
Oh, we're buddies. Hush.
It's okay. I think he's an asshole too. We appreciate your help.
You should kill him in his sleep.
I'm not going to do that.
I like the way this guy thinks. He's just like a go-getter, you know, just like
You have my
kind of like a somebody slightly.
And then he sits there and thinks
inconveniences
about it
you.
like you obviously
God,
don't.
no,
He's
no,
like,
sleep.
Yeah,
he
we
hands
kind
you a
of-
small card.
She'll take and
Fuck
put it
off,
in,
motherfucker.
like where she
did it
keeps her
fall on
coin
the
and stuff.
floor?
Yeah,
No, it fell in there.
if
Oh.
you need anybody, you know.
Thanks, man.
I'll keep that in mind.
Farewell, God Slayers. And then he'll cross his arms and he's the huge column.
Bye, buddy.
And he'll
Bye,
disappear.
bud.
Just leaving the chest there. So.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Okay.
What's in the box?
As you guys open the box says...
Which, by the way, me and Zaleria, I'm kind of like shielding Zaleria from like.
Well, we got a wind wall around us, so.
Oh yeah, we're not going to
protected.
explode.
Yeah,
so
we're
yeah.
not gonna.
Yeah,
explode.
you guys are
But
safe
I
from
am
that
still
thanks to
keeping my
him.
distance.
I do only have 10
I think
minutes
you're
to
pretty
hold
neat.
this wind
I
wall
respect
up.
your distance.
I think
While
you're
we're
pretty
like
neat.
opening up the box and everything, I want to
10.
do my arcane recovery and regain one of my level 2 spells.
I'm sorry, that was a really bad throw.
Okay.
Trying to take people's heads off.
Oh,
There you go, John.
that's a Mitchell Trubisky throw right there.
Yes. That was pretty clever.
You want one? Apparently, I'm not.
If I were wearing one of my normal shirts, it would have gone down my shirt, so at least there's that.
Okay, so,
What?
I've never had those before.
What is it?
They're
Hot
hot
chocolate
chocolate.
airs is so good.
They
Really?
would be super yummy, like in hot
In hot chocolate.
Yes.
You know what else is really good in hot chocolate?
Milk.
Peppermint schnapps.
Ew.
Uh,
Ew.
I was wondering if you were going to say alcohol because yes.
Can I have one?
No.
I have 3 cases.
It's not for you to decide.
Bailey's. Bailey's and hot chocolate is phenomenal.
I can get
While you're looking up this, I'm gonna.
Oh, I haven't
Love
looked
some
up. I was
Irish
just waiting because we were discussing chocolate.
some
shit.
Irish cream.
Oh, I was waiting on you.
We thought you were looking something up.
Well, it was at
Drink
first.
Bailey's
but-
from a shoot.
Have I drank Bailey's from a shoe?
You ever drink Bailey's from a shoot?
Okay, so go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, just
None
go.
of you guys get that one, do you? You're not catching that reference?
I know it's a reference to something.
So,
Oh, Greg.
Mm.
I'm out, Greg.
Just totally toss me those.
What are you doing?
I'm not going to toss them because apparently I'm really bad at that
Yeah, do you
tonight.
love me?
I'm also eating a Dorito.
Oh, that's where they went. Well, I brought them for everybody.
Oh, okay. I'll have a couple for
Oh,
you.
nice. What'd you say, Zach?
No, I have a couple.
Hello, Kit Kat.
I'm sad we're the only ones that get this reference here.
I got it. I dug through 4 cartons of candy to find as many Kit Kats as I could. And 3 bags was all I could find.
This one is Bailey's. And this one is Bailey's.
Bailey's. And this one?
But I found this guy. Which I was excited.
Okay. So,
This one's so great.
basically,
What's in the fucking box?
when you guys open it, it's a set of very strange trinkets. I'll describe all of them individually. But there's a note, and it says, I've been keeping all these prototypes for you all to try to get them to work better. Unfortunately, I can't. If I am gone, all you're going to get is these prototypes, but I know you'll do what's right, and I know you'll save Dathersport. It says, I regret that we didn't have enough time. It was a wonder knowing you all. I know you'll make me proud. Please take care of Tane. Sincerely, Gayer.
Where is he? Isn't he still in that extra dimensional space?
He's frozen still.
Yeah, but we have the
Yeah.
plaque to bring him back.
Marzio
find a cure
has a
first.
small crystal.
A small crystal.
As you
What
sit
is
there and you take a look at it, it has a little scroll attached to it, a tiny little scrawled note. And it says that if you look at your sword, right in between the cleavage of the front woman, that's part of the hilt, there should be something that looks almost like a small slot. It's very hard to see.
Mm-hmm.
This should fit in it. It will give you it'll give you a D4 rounds of Vorpal once per day.
Upgrade.
There is a 50% chance that it will break once you use it.
The sword will break or the crystal?
He doesn't state.
Nice.
Okay. Haley, you see what looks to be a prototype for a rod of maximized spell. It doesn't look like it has been fully completed,
Okay.
but for D4 rounds, you can have a rod of maximized spell. So if you throw a fireball,
But it's only
You
good
use
once,
it.
but it's automatically used at my max level that I can cast it at.
not the spells, you cast it still at whatever level or higher. You
Okay.
choose that. But once you send it out, instead of rolling dice, you just do max dice.
That's right.
Maximized rods are fucking hot. There's a 50% chance once you use it that it will break. Bartholomew, you see it looks like it's got like it's a little stone on a patch. It looks like it's meant to be sewn into your gloves or placed within like a glove or something, and it will state as much that it's to attach to your gloves. They will be gauntlets of ogre strength for D4 rounds, 50% chance of breaking. Bonham, yours is it's a small vial, and it looks like you're supposed to coat your weapon in it. It says don't throw the bottle away. It refills at sunset. For D4 rounds, your sword becomes a Holy Avenger. There's a 50% chance that it will cease being magical. Mickey, you seem to get it's a small pearl. It will function as a
Get it in
D4
your-
rounds.
That's what it sounded like.
It will function as a pearl of power. There's a 50% chance of it breaking.
Ooh, 50% chance. It's half and half. Sweet. I
Good
like
job,
those
you can
odds.
do math.
I like those odds.
And Zalaria will receive it.
You're so supportive.
It looks to be a small. It's a stone and a small setting. It says that you place it on any ring that you have, and it will magically attach to it. When you choose to use it, you roll a d4, and you'll get a d4 rounds of it becoming a ring of regeneration. There's a 50% chance of it breaking. So these are like mini magic items, essentially, that are made to think of them like materia from Final Fantasy. Slots. It's something I've been kicking around, something that Gary's been working on, but I haven't figured he would perfect it. But they're incredibly OP items, but there's a chance of them breaking, and they're only good for a couple turns. So
I essentially got the Gauntlets of Overpower.
which should raise your to a what, 20?
It's 19. I was looking at them the other day. Your strength score is 19 when you wear those gauntlets.
Shit, that's not because you're a 19 or you're an 18 now.
My strength is a 22.
Oh shit. The next one up from those, because he would have known that. It's ogre power, and then it's
Giant
frost
strength?
giant. Yeah,
I think it's just giant strength.
Um,
There's gauntlets of ogre power, and then there's belt of giant strength.
yeah, I think we're gonna have to do it like the belt. You have your book on you. Would you sit here? It's fine. Would
Belt
you
of Hill Giant Strength.
Yeah, it's the one that would raise it. Like essentially, if you're 20, it would be the one that would raise it to. I think it's 25, 24, 25.
The Belt of Hill Giant Strength is only 21.
And there's one more up from that. And you found Pearl of Power?
You just told me I had it.
If you're dishing out legendary
Gotta
items,
look it up.
there is a belt of Cloud Giant and Storm Giant strength. Those are the two legendary.
Fire
items.
Giant is the next one. It's to 25.
Fire Giant is very rare. That's a 25. Cloud Giant is 27, and Storm Giant is 29.
Okay.
Cloud and Storm are legendary. I think that's more applicable since you're handing out legendary items.
So let's see, 25 and then 27.
20. Okay, 25 is very rare. 27 is legendary. 29 is legendary.
Okay, 27. So that's the
Cloud Giant.
Cloud Giant.
Okay, that's the belt
What'd
of
you
Cloud Giant.
say mine was? I'm sorry.
It basically makes it a ring of regeneration.
I just made a custom.
Okay, there. Got that and that. And now we'll have... so as you guys are sitting there and you receive these items and you see what they are and how powerful they can be, there's that. Nyx will say, okay, time for me to heal you guys. As she goes and she casts each healing spell on everybody, you guys will all, like, you all kind of pop out of it. You'll see someone gets done, and that person will look like stunned. She'll do it to someone else, and that person will look stunned. What's happening is every time she touches someone, she'll go ahead and she'll cast her healing spell on you. But you guys will hear a very sweet voice that says, "For encouraging and following my children, and for being brave in the face of death, you've been blessed by the Valkyrie." So Bonham, your god, being a Valkyrie, which the idea is they take people on the battlefield that are dying, and they raise them up because they fought brilliantly. This time, because I decided that when you guys chose to fight, despite the fact it was going to be a TPK situation, you've all gained a level.
Oh shit!
And gaining a level does also count as a long rest.
Yes!
I've been sitting on that for 2 weeks.
I thought
Oh
you
my
were pulling
god!
punches.
I'm not. It's still very, very possibly a TPK situation. The fact that I gave you guys temporary legendary items and re-leveled you should tell you that this is scary.
Does that make me lose my level of exhaustion, though?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, we just take a long rest and we level up.
Well, because taking my long rest didn't necessarily heal my level of exhaustion.
It would.
That-
Well, it takes it down one.
I was at 1. It
Mhm.
said it requires food and liquid, like eating
Mm-hmm.
for my exhaustion.
Shit, we haven't
Well, yeah,
leveled
but no,
since
no.
the last time.
I didn't anticipate this at all.
I didn't anticipate this.
Now we gotta level our
I was gonna
characters.
go.
Thanks, Zach.
I was gonna say, I think this is a good point for a smoke break so that
We don't
can-
have
Oh my
to level our
god,
character.
you're always thinking of me.
I know. Okay.
Well, and if you don't want to bother with it, you guys don't have to level. I just want to bring it
Oh,
up.
I
I'm
do.
yeah. Okay, so slight off topic.
Well,
The
fuck
Ring
you,
of
level up.
Regeneration. It actually gives you a picture. It's really pretty.
Bro, I'm stoked.
Man, it's
That's pretty
levels.
shit.
Yeah.
Edit character.
Edit character.
That's not bad.
The pretty, the little pearl is actually pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
2 spells up to 9 levels.
I know.
And I gotta
hot.
regenerate them just like they never happened, and I can do them again.
I remember this
Oh,
item
that's
only works for D4 rounds,
disgusting.
but if you're
Yeah.
out
Right.
or you need higher levels, you can go. And you have them, and you can might as well blow through them. Yeah, I curtailed each one of these items specifically to you guys.
Zach, you're amazing.
It's kind of cool. It's a Hearthstone slot too, and yeah, they can break. It's gonna really suck when it breaks, but you guys won't get a taste of that like legendary items until you guys are at least like 5 more levels. So like, fuck, let's play.
Yes. I know exactly what I'm about to do.
I just have the plague.
Where do we get
I
a
just-
level?
Oh, you still
I just-
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I
We
just
still have
click
the plague,
level,
though.
and that's
I have
it.
a quick question.
Uh-huh.
No.
So I'm gonna-
class.
Okay, we got to level
And-
10, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I just got Nature's Ward, and it
What's
says when
that?
you reach
Made it
10th
10,
level,
then
you
you
can't
scroll
be
down
charmed
to
or
your-
frightened by
you have
elementals
ability
or
score
fae,
improvements
and
you
you are
need to
immune to
allocate.
poison and disease.
Okay.
I know.
So what's that do for me? Or does it do anything?
It pushes a disease out of you.
So you no longer have the plague.
That's why I
Because
said
it wasn't
use-
magical.
Exactly.
That's why.
That's the key.
Since a plague isn't magical.
The elf blood just makes it not magical, which also means that you guys have the ability to get it out of you if someone's thinking about their character.
Let me see what I get.
Until the elf blood wears out. Then it's supernatural, but yeah, you... I was like, oh shit, if they level... And I'm like,
Points
oh, son of a bitch!
Given to Terry with your whatchamacallit, because his plague is no longer magical.
I think that's
So
all
you can use
got.
your lay on hands to cure his plague.
I only have 1 left.
We just
We
did
just-
a long
yeah.
rest.
Yeah, we just got all of our spell or blah blah blah
So
blah.
now all you need to do is lay some hands on him to cure his plague.
Oh my god.
Enjoy this, because this fight's gonna still really hurt.
Oh, I'm sure it will. I need to get up
I mean,
some
it's 2
music.
deadly encounters rolled into one. It's not gonna be fun for you.
Woo!
Well, it's gonna be fun, but it's gonna be...
Terrifying all at the same time.
We're still gonna need the tissues. But yeah, I was sitting there thinking to myself, it's like, if they're brave enough to run in and risk a
Okay.
TPK,
Starting at 10th level, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you can't be frightened while you are conscious.
Paladins is so
Yeah, that's a row of
This
courage.
edition.
That's fucking insane.
No, the peripheral bullshit. The fact that you guys get saved on spells just by being next to him. God damn, man.
Zach, I have a question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite
God, it's
Star
great.
Wars movie?
Rogue One.
Thank you.
Empire Strikes Back is good. Empire Strikes Back is the best. Rogue One was good. Empire Strikes Back is
I
definitely
can't
the best.
summon a creature to go do a task.
You what?
I can summon a creature to go do a task.
That's dope.
Okay, we're gonna be right back.
The only feat that intrigues me.
Okay, we're good.
We're good?
Go.
Okay. So yeah, you don't have to do lay on hands to Zaleria because she's a druid and she naturally gained that ability.
Yeah.
Disease,
Constitution and
nature
Dexterity
just
are
dictates
always
that
solid
she no
stats
longer
to
needs to
improve.
get disease because she's such a
Constitution
champion
is
of
hit
nature.
points,
I
dexterity,
can't-
or
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can't
We have
be.
the same thing.
I can't be poisoned or diseased now, or charmed by Fae.
Oh, poisoned.
I can be
That pisses
poisoned.
me off.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I know you got my
So
back, bro.
you describe how you take, because you can feel the sickness in him and everything. Describe how you take it away. Get
I'm
creative with
assuming
this shit.
You're
We're
kind
sitting
of
at 53
haggard when
hit
you're just
points.
showing it.
I'm
feeling too
feeling it. I'm feeling
Also,
it,
as a
and
wizard,
I'm also trying to stay away from
intelligence is a good
everybody
one, too.
because
I
I don't
did that
know
one
if
too.
I'm
Or I
gonna.
would
Can I have to get a
go like
good
to help
I
to
don't-
the ability.
I don't know if I'm
the
like going
abilities.
to combust. Like I'm still trying to keep my distance from
I
everybody.
come up to him and give him the good old warrior handshake.
Yeah.
And while we're doing that, he gets cured from the plague.
Okay. No brilliant light display, just a simple, he gets cured of it.
No, like I'm not even gonna say anything.
You shake his hand. Immediately, Truth is no longer pale. The veins stop going away. Your lymph nodes stop swelling, and they shrink back down. So Nyx is like sitting there, and she's like, "Oh, I'm all tapped out. Sorry. I hope it was enough to heal and help you guys."
Zelaria's gonna go hug Nyx. And she's gonna hug her, and she's gonna be like, thank
How
you.
close
In her
is
weird crackling energy armor that she has going on, it's like real weird because it's like you do it, and immediately all the hair on your face and hands and everything else, and your tail just poofs.
It's all staticky.
Yeah, you know when cats poof up? Yeah. It's like
How
that. You
close
just
is
poof.
everybody at this point?
We're all together.
All right, I
Big
just
old
group
family.
hug everybody, like just straight up.
Group
I
hug!
just shoot everybody in my arms as I can.
As you guys are all sitting there hugging each other, you guys hear in the background that the people are actually chanting God Slayers. And you look over and you see the little kid. And all the ghouls and everything else are like fighting away. And you see the, Harathon and all them are keeping him
All
at
the
bay.
people chanting should give us all inspiration.
I think he's given us
Sorry,
enough at
I
this point
apologize.
right now.
You should get inspiration for the description of freeing him from his disease.
I mean, I already had inspiration. I'm trying to get it.
And I'd give it away real quick because I'm going to say it's closed in 3, 2,
Give it away to somebody.
1.
Give it away.
Okay, so there you guys go. There's your reward for bravery, teamed up with the fact that story-wise, the god that he picks a
Where's
Valkyrie, and it
Rufus?
kind of fit.
At this point, I'm looking for Rufusil.
Let's go take this guy down.
Where's he at?
You should look for Harathon and go and give her a big fat
Oh
my
God.
kiss for
But
Okay.
if she is fighting off people,
We need to
Currently.
take care of Russell first, and then we can plan their wedding. It'll be fine.
Anything else you guys are going to do before you guys
I
cast
just
this fly?
want to look.
You don't see him on the tower,
Because
but
he's
you
10 stories up, right?
yeah, you know he's on the
Okay.
top
Is that a
with
sweet
with
giant?
Rook though. Like you saw him fly off
it
and go up
caffeine
there.
pill?
Okay.
So you know where he is.
I
You
know
just
what they look
you know
like.
because you saw him fly up there when you were.
What about Josh? You want a caffeine pill?
Yes.
You want a mysterious pill?
I'd like to go to sleep tonight. So.
I'm off the next 3 days.
We just fucking down a nos and
So
fucking take
anything
caffeine
else you guys are
pills.
gonna do
Let's
before you cast flying and all that? You
I
know
wonder,
where he
are they
is.
good down on the
Oh,
ground?
Fidget games
Like,
like
I'm gonna cast
Every-
mage armor on myself.
is everything like good? Like
I might
them
brew a pot
fighting
of
everything
coffee.
off? They don't look stressed about it.
They don't
or-
look overwhelmed. No.
Yeah. Okay.
They're all decent fighters, and there's a
Oh, yeah,
lot
yeah.
of them.
Yeah, okay.
And the black thing that's darting and cutting off heads, every now and then you just see the little black shadow just, and there's just a smear of black and then a spray of blood. That, whatever it is, whatever you guys did to deserve that thing, is really helping a lot.
We should probably figure out what it is, and then maybe give it food.
I know what it is
It's
too.
nice. Nice phone case.
Yeah, on a
It's
box.
a nice condom for your phone.
It was only $1 more than the cheapest one.
Yeah. Something to before you put up on your makeup
So-
or whatever system of the downside.
How are we getting up? How are we flying up there?
She's being controlled by her dagger.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Damn it! Did you let the cat out of the bag? All right. So who are you casting fly
You
on?
didn't tell me that was a secret. I'm casting fly on Bartholomew, Bonham, and Marzio.
Okay.
I'm flying?
Yeah, you're flying.
Okay.
You're not flying. You're not flying, and you're not.
Well, I'm gonna
No,
turn
she-
it.
She's gonna turn into a bird.
She can fly.
Flying.
No, I touched
Flying.
the three of
You
you,
two
guys.
are.
I'm
Like in
flying.
the middle of our group hug,
Okay.
I cast fly on you three.
That's also
On-
a concentration spell.
Yes,
So the
That's-
wind wall
yes. The burn wall goes down.
goes down.
Am I still able to get infected by the plague?
Yes.
So make sure you have a plague mask.
Well, my plague
I
mask
already
has
have
been
my
on,
plague mask.
so. But no, I'm talking about like from the tonic, like just the touch of cool saliva.
I mean, it's out of character, but the tonic is no longer in your system. It's
Okay.
taken its effect. the elf blood took its effect. You're at square one when it comes to disease.
Okay, so if I get hit by ghoul saliva, I'm okay.
Yeah, you're not going to explode.
Okay.
If
That's-
somebody's exploding and you get it, it might be a different story.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So,
All right, so we're going up.
except for 2 people, apparently. You 2?
I'm
Wait,
going to fly.
I'm flying,
No.
right?
Yeah, you're flying.
Okay, so
he's flying.
you
he's
two are the
flying,
only
and
ones
then
who are not.
we're not the only ones that's flying. So you guys grab a hold of us so that you
Yeah,
can carry us up.
I'm grabbing the closest one if it's Mickey or if it's Haley.
Okay, you grab Mickey.
All right,
I don't think it's a good idea for the blind guy to be flying with somebody. So
So it looks like Marzio's carrying Haley.
I
No,
am not
but-
good
but
at
you're the
carrying
strongest.
people because my strength
You're
score
the
is
strongest.
12.
No,
Yeah,
You're missing an opportunity to put your arm around her. And...
yeah, she's my navigator.
Yeah.
She'll be my eyes.
All right, you guys are flying up to the battlefield.
Yeah, me and Mickey are just like. Yeah,
I'm
And Marzio can make such a much more dramatic entrance just flying by
You guys
himself.
keep hearing the God Slayers, God Slayers. You see the kids waving. You guys are going up there. The dad's like sitting there with his hands on his back. All right.
I'm gonna toss them like a gold coin as we're flying.
All the survivors fight over the gold piece. It's worse than the.
No, I want to toss it like, directly to the little
The kid and the dad.
Aww.
which is something because I don't have a lot of gold.
As I fly up, I'll do a little hat wave to the crowd.
They will all cheer.
I go into rage.
You rage.
I'm
I
just
would
going.
rage.
I'm going straight into rage being up here because of what happened last time we were up here. I jumped off the building with.
These squares are the staging area. Please and thank you.
Oh, you put Amanda's in between squares like she usually does?
Of course.
I need to be by Mickey.
I'm gonna give you a little exposition before we. He still has the coffin in his hand.
Oh wait, I'm an eagle right now.
I don't think I have an eagle model.
That's okay.
Are you a giant eagle?
Yes,
Well,
I am
those
a
are some
giant
dope
eagle.
ass pillars.
I'm gonna be a
Thanks,
moose.
dog.
The moose will be me. Oh shit! Never mind.
We can do like a 2-level thing going on here, huh?
That is a brass
A
dragon.
2-tier.
Yeah.
That's gold.
For right now, it's gonna be a giant eagle.
I thought
That's a gold dragon.
the wings going all the way down the tail, that was brass.
You know what I like
No,
most about
that's
this?
all the
What?
metallic dragons.
Oh,
have
okay.
that.
I want Zach. You know what I like most about this?
Huh?
Because we killed a black dragon.
Do you already have inspiration?
No.
Gain it.
All right.
Actually,
But no,
I
that's
still
why
have
like,
I
I'm
still
like
have
perfect
inspiration
color
from
too.
what I sent in group
'Cause you
text
almost
the
have
other
the green
day.
one. I'm like,
Should
Yes,
I
you
toss
do.
it away?
The black was
No,
really tall.
you said to start the game with
Yeah,
inspiration.
no, that's what I'm saying. But if I gave her any, did I give you inspiration? Okay, good. So everyone has inspiration now?
No, those two don't.
I know.
I'm sure they'll learn it. They're good at it. So, as you guys show up, a little exposition before the combat starts. You guys look on as you guys are flying up. Immediately, as you see Rook standing there with his back turned to the whole thing, with the cloak blowing in the wind, the huge clock portion of the tower's here. You see all the gears and everything, and you hear as the hours passing. Refisil takes his coffin and chains it up to the pillar. He walks over and you see him throw a chain around and lock it into place as you guys are approaching, like an expedient amount, getting ready to cast spells and everything else. You notice he throws the chain around and locks the coffin in place and sets it upright. And then he looks over and puts his back to the wall. Here. As you guys all land, Rook's giving an exposition. He says, No. There's absolutely no need to fight just yet. He says, I do commend you for everything that you've done. And I'm sorry this day the God Slayers die. But it's time for us all to leave Purgatory. Aren't you ready for it too? And then he looks up at the clock tower and he says, people forget what this place was used for originally. It's a shame, because the Magitech was really strong. It's why it kept us elves at bay for so long. But I've learned to use it. And he'll lift up as the static electricity through the whole place from the lighting festival is striking him, lifts him up, this pillar explodes. Suddenly there's a huge flash of light.
Oh God.
Boom!
This isn't fucking Warhammer.
Oh my god!
At least he actually has a model for it this time instead of like a box.
We may
Okay.
do.
Well, it's so big that it's gonna be in the view of the camera.
So, I did a lot of work on this model.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. So,
What was that, Bionicle?
no,
It's fucking Decepticon, dude.
that's a $150 model, I'll have you know, with a ton of hours of custom work to make it magnetic so I could change out its parts.
Is it supposed to have one of these on this side?
No, it's supposed to have a gun on that side.
That's insane.
Yeah, this
I've
is
seen
also,
one of those on The
it's
Mandalorian.
also
We just have to dig a
its
trench,
eyes
guys.
Have wires hooked up to it.
So it lights
It's
up.
an ATSD.
Yeah, if you take this off,
It's an
I have nails. This
ATSD.
I made this magnetized, and if you pull it up, you can see there's a spot for batteries. If you plug in batteries, LED lights go off in his eyes.
Damn.
I know. I put a lot of work into him. Like, in this hatch just coming
Alright.
off, it's cool as fuck.
He
See,
gets
little-
he gets mad at us for going off.
Over
topic.
here plugging
Look at
himself.
him plugging himself.
You know,
Okay,
like,
you're
I
right.
make
let,
models.
hey,
You're right.
Shush. Let
No,
him
he's
flex
right.
a little
No,
bit,
I
okay?
think it's
What?
awesome.
No.
though.
There was a
Yes.
lot of work in
It's
that.
a
think
weird
really
flex.
good.
No.
No,
He's
it's
cool
a
as
great
shit.
flex.
No, it's weird.
No, it's
So-
not.
This huge metallic creature from the Magitech days has a huge stone arm in one side and a huge axe blade, and he'll actually rake it across it
Oh shit.
to sharpen it. This thing is gigantic. Like, that's to scale. Refasil is sitting on like a little cockpit, open to everything, but he's got like half cover. And
Like Dr. Eggman in his little flying ship.
so with that said and done, he does that. Refasil ties his. I said Refasil chained up his coffin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's important. So he sits there and he says, "Come on, let's dance. Let's end this. Let's leave purgatory and enter the heavens together." Roll me initiative.
Joke's on you, my new gods of Valkyrie.
Hey, why are you so healthy now?
I am. I'm a mess. I'm sorry.
Those were literal god slayers.
15.
This is gonna be so fun.
That's not my password.
That's rough.
15 and 2. That's 17.
Better knock that shit off.
Okay. 17?
Thank you.
Yeah, if you guys want
I got
turtle,
an 18.
these Doritos, the Doritos are for everyone.
Bonham?
Man. 3.
Bruh.
Tell me about it.
Isn't your
Mickey, you got a
initiative
13?
No.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
My initiative is +0.
Okay.
With
Haley?
my next character though is +8.
I am 14, sorry.
14? 14 for Haley? Marzia,
19.
I have.
what's your dex?
Nice.
And 19.
Those are great.
Okay.
17.
You go
Got
first.
40 compared
Marzio,
to
you're up.
I say, you may want to see this city burn,
Bad guys, truth next.
but as long as there is a foundation, it is worth fighting for. And as long as I draw breath, I will fight. And I will run up.
Gain inspiration.
That's what I was going for.
You,
So, Rook is up in the little cockpit or whatever?
yeah, it's like, consider basically where the head is.
Okay.
You should have just left the hatch open and you could have stuck the figure in there
I
upside
think
down.
the base is too big. The upside down.
Yeah, just stick its head in there.
Put a duck in there.
No! I'm going for like a semi-good realism here. Get those ducks the fuck out of here. Although, if... Keep going.
And I guess I will attack what I assume you're using a stone golem from the monster manual.
No, I am using a Warforged Titan.
Warforged Titan.
It won't stay in there. Yeah, I am using a Warforged Titan from the Eberron book.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I'm in
Nice.
Dalrod, so it's interchangeable. This shit
Nice.
took work.
Damn, son.
How long have you been working on it?
I've spent 16 hours on it. And that's not include. That's just talking about the customization parts. Not
I'm gonna
talking
move
about
all the way over
actual
here.
assembly.
And I'm going to attack Refasil.
All right, let's get this party started.
I didn't even have to dash for it.
Nice.
Okay.
It's going to happen. I know. I'm going to do it.
I spell special.
It is going to happen. TPK on the line. It's going to happen.
There's a picture of the.
Ooh.
Is that what we're going at?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you're fighting.
That's awesome.
Thought the model looked pretty close to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to.
Go ahead and pass her.
I'm going to use my fainting attack for my bonus action.
That's terrifying.
So as I
That's what
run up to him,
Knock over Zalaria.
as I run up to him, I'll do a little flourish with a spin, just barely grazing in front of him, like intentionally missing him with a swipe, and then come right in
Bring it! Hell yeah!
with advantage because of the fainting attack.
It's not.
Okay.
I didn't want to pass it this way because he was in the middle of us
Yeah.
explaining.
14 and a 15.
There's the picture. I know you're looking up stuff.
All right.
Did
So
I?
that will be a 23 to hit.
23 to hit Refisil.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
If I remember, it's only 15.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Not Rook. We're looking at Refisil, who, yes, he has the Troll's AC right now. Yeah, 15.
Okay. So that is a d8 plus 6 with my magic weapon.
Get the fuck out of the way.
That is 13 piercing damage and an additional 8 sneak attack because of advantage.
13 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With my magic weapon. And then I will attack again with my extra attack. That won't hit. That is only an 11 to hit.
Sorry, man.
Oh well, that's my turn.
As you slice into, or poking mostly?
Yeah.
Okay, so you stab in and everything else, you pull it out and, you're like, I know where a troll's pancreas is. So, for the sneak attack.
Yeah.
You do notice that the wounds do start to...
Even though it's a magic weapon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's just the regeneration ability of the troll.
Bingo. All right, Marzio's turn. It's the bad guy's turn. Turth, be prepared. Everyone be prepared. Warforged Titan. Okay, it's gonna go ahead. Axe hand and hammer fist. Okay. Plus 9 to each. Damage, one's bludgeoning. Okay, so the axe is going to be the not black. Oh, nat 20! Okay, boom, starting this bitch out right. Okay, you're gonna take... Apparently I can't roll on my goddamn... 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19... Take 25 points of damage, slashing.
Me?
Uh-huh.
From who? Refisil?
No, from the Warforged Titan.
The Warforged Titan.
It's a shame he didn't hit you with a hammer first, though. Fuck.
So that was 25 points of slashing?
So 23.
23.
Good thing I took the tough feat.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, so that's the Warforged Titan's 2 attacks. So he's gonna go ahead and do open that shit in a new tab real quick. Okay. Go ahead and Marzio, Haley, and Bonham. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna use counterspell.
Fuck you. Are you within 60 feet? I believe you are.
Yeah, I think I am.
I think
5,
we all
10, 15, 20,
What did you
25.
say? A Constitution saving throw?
No, you don't. You may not have to. Okay. So in this case, it's 5th level. Go ahead and make me. You need to make me a.
Spell only works on like 4th level or lower, right?
Right. Everything else is a save. Are you looking? Are you looking
It's
at
a-
counterspell right now?
Yeah,
Everything-
You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell of 3rd level or lower. If the spell fails, it has no effect. They are casting a 4th or higher, I get to use my ability check. Using your spellcasting ability, the DC is 10 plus
I think
the
it's-
spell's level. On a success, the creature's attempt has no effect.
Mhm.
So what
You get
level
to
is it?
use. You get to use either your.
If it's a 3rd level or lower,
It's
it
not 3rd level or
automatically-
lower. You do have to roll for it.
Okay.
But since you're a sorcerer and wizard, you get to use the higher of your either your or your charisma or your intelligence.
Okay.
So that's a good thing.
So it's the modifier.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So an 18. If it fails, so that means if I get a lower than an 18, it fails.
No, that's you get to
funny.
add your either your charisma
never
modifier
asked
or
myself
your
that.
intelligence modifier.
Have you ever asked yourself?
You get to
whether or
add
not
those
players
to
get
this
the
roll.
milkshake?
So not the spell
It
attack.
is.
Okay.
It is. It's just not a sweet milkshake. You're right.
4 is your higher. Okay,
Yeah.
so you roll a d20 and you add 4 to it.
It's a savory milkshake. You're totally right.
DC 15.
On concrete, if you know.
16 plus 4, so that's a modified 20.
All right. Describe how you counterspell it. He sits there and he puts his hands together, and you see frost starts to develop, like a shoryuken of ice starts to develop, and it starts to explode forward. But
As I see this, it's just a
I picture
cinematic.
Haley doing a sassy little snap and it just fizzles
Yeah.
out.
God damn it, she was describing it, man. You
But it's a
interrupted her.
cinematic-
I'm just not letting her describe it. I'm just saying how I would picture
It's just a cinematic. It doesn't have to have any kind of voice or anything. So, as I see him like warming up the spell to cast it at us, I'm like, no, and I just shake the dagger at him.
Nice. That works out. Okay, he will go ahead and he will heal this turn. He regains 10 hit points.
That's pretty cool.
That is
So you
pretty cool.
see the wounds from Marzio seem to heal up a little bit. Not fully, but almost. Okay, and then he will go ahead and toss a claw attack at Marzio, because he's got that.
Yep.
Does a 19 hit you?
No, I didn't mean to. Sorry.
Okay. 10
Yeah.
points of piercing damage as he bites into you. He casts a spell. Haley does that, and he goes, "Well, I chose this form for a reason." And you see that big gold tooth as he's got the giant incisors.
He sinks into me and I don't even break eye contact with him.
You sit there and while he's biting you, and you're like, "Grr."
Spit on.
All right.
I picture Marzio winking.
Don't you
God damn it,
threaten me
play your
with
own
a good
character,
time.
you guys.
Don't you
Okay.
threaten me with a good time.
Right now, I see Refusol
Exactly.
dying.
Sure. Okay. Plus 7.
So-
I know that doesn't work, so.
So I can start getting ready. I raged on my way up here, and I'm still in rage, right?
Hold on, I still got one more bad guy.
No, I'm saying. So I'm trying to prepare my.
Yeah,
whole
we'll have you raged.
Okay.
So you raged when you made eye contact with him. All right. Okay, that's aggravating. So I'll go ahead and it's 2 attacks. He'll use his ampule twice. He's gonna go ahead and target
I'm sure he's pissed at
you
me.
and
You sure about that?
Zalaria.
Aw.
So Zalaria does a
You
17.
can't get it, so.
What's your AC as a giant bird?
Ooh, hold on, I have to look that up.
Yeah, take a peek.
Oh, the joys of playing a druid.
Right?
Hey,
My
Jerry,
AC.
toss me a water.
Yeah, your AC.
13.
13? Okay, so he hits you. You're only going to take... You're only going to take 3 points of damage. And you feel poison rush into your system, but guess what? You're immune to that.
Doesn't
now.
matter.
Or sorry, diseases. He makes note of that, though. He ain't stupid. So, the second attack, I didn't see what I rolled, so we just rolled in. We can't count it as a 20 if it's 20. Okay, so it's 21 total. That was against
To Haley.
Haley. So I take it that hits you.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
17 is my AC right now.
Okay. Go ahead and take 5 points of damage and make me a Constitution saving throw. Please.
Hero point.
I did. Did I confuse you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
21. Do you succeed?
I was still adding, but yeah.
No need in it. No need to gloat for over healing or over succeeding. Okay. And then let's see. And since I can't do that, I'll go ahead and spend one of my legendary actions to go ahead and make an extra attack. This one will be against Bonham. Okay. 24 hit you, Bonham?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Luckily, you only take 3 points of damage, and you're immune to poison, or to disease. Am I correct?
As a paladin, he's definitely
Yes.
immune to
I'm
disease.
pretty sure. He makes note of that, too. So, not attacking you two with the poison, or with the disease anymore.
And this is Rook that attacked us, right?
Hmm?
Was this Rook that attacked us?
Yeah.
Okay.
He throws
So I
the
took 3
ampules.
points of damage.
Oh, okay. He's throwing the ampules. Got it.
Okay, so that was Rook, that was Refasil, and that was the Warforged Titan. So, with that said and done, Turth, your turn.
All right, so I am going to, I'm going to attack with my greatsword.
Okay. Who are you attacking? And who are you moving up to? Because right now, the only one you can attack is Haley.
Yeah, I know.
Was that? What would the 3 points be with the resistance?
It's 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a spell.
No, it's 3 points. It's just 3 points of damage for the ampule sticking in you, and then you're immune to the disease. Cool, man. Cool.
Guys are running into the way of my spells,
Battlefield control
man. I know.
hurts, bro. Fuck Rook. We hate Refasil. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
All right, so I am going to attack him with my greatsword. +1, so that is going to
Blinded. If you slouch, you end up hiding behind the giant thing.
Does
This feather just popping out.
Yes.
17 hit you.
Yes.
So that is 6, 7, 8. So that would be 17 points of damage for the first attack.
Okay. Nice.
And ooh, that was closer. That's also a 13. So does it? Yeah, that's a modified 20.
Hit.
So 4. So that would be 13 points. More points of damage.
Ugh. Gross. Turth hacks. Turth slashes.
Yeah, I run up and I am just imagining him just throwing Marzio off the ledge and in my rage, and the closer I get, the angrier I get, like start almost hulking out, and then I just straight up take out my greatsword and just straight up
Wander past the giant robot and the bad guy that's inside of it.
my eyes are on Ruffiso because of what he did.
You're
Legit.
literally seeing red.
And so I came up with my sword, one, and then I came straight across two. Yeah.
Oh, he's a bloody mess from here and there. All right. Good job, Turf. That's some serious fucking damage. I only heal 10 a turn, so that's aggravating. All right. After Tritholomew is Zelaria. Haley, you're going to be up after that.
I was gonna ask if I could actually fly in here, but this is a giant ass robot, so yes, I can fly in there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try and pull Rustifil, or not Rustifil, damn it, Rook out of the cockpit of the thing.
Very interesting, because you're flying, you actually have a chance of doing it.
Yeah, I'm a giant eagle too, so I can pick people up.
All right. Make me either a athletics or acrobatics roll based on your giant eagle. And he will do the same.
Wow, I don't have skills in any of that. The only skill that the eagle has is perception.
There's a plethora there.
Okay. So it'll be the higher, either your strength or your dexterity, whichever's higher, that modifier.
So,
You can use one of those.
14.
You're looking for...
I'm looking for mine.
Oh, this doesn't count as a saving throw. That pisses me off. But I do get a +5. So what did I roll? I have 7. I have 12 total. What did you get?
She got
I have
14.
Yeah, 14.
Fuck! Alright, so you rush on in, and you grab Refisil. You grab Rook.
Grab Rook.
So as he's in the cockpit and you go to wrestle with him, he like looks kind of confused for a brief second. You can't see very much because he's got the like Plague Bird mask on. But he like tilts his head as you come crashing against the metal. Warforged Titan looks over. Like it's obviously mad, and he's sitting there in the little half cockpit and like, did you crash into him? And you actually have him. Okay, now what are you gonna do?
I want to pull him out of the cockpit,
Okay,
fly out of the tower,
and drop him.
and drop him.
Okay.
Like, fly up.
Is he actually
Fly
driving this?
up.
No, I won't tell you.
No, it's a me.
So to move there, you move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to get there.
Okay.
What's your remaining movement?
Let's see, what's
Should have-
80 minus 25?
Yeah, you should have crazy flying speed.
Because it's going to be half of that is
So
how
I
far
have
you can move.
55.
Still?
Left. Yes.
Damn, they're fast. Okay, so half of 55 rounded down is still 20 feet? Right.
Well,
25?
54 divided by 2 is...
No, not her full
27.
movement, how much she has left.
Yes,
Yeah.
55 is what she has left.
Yeah.
Okay.
So divided by 2 since she's carrying something, rounded down, so 54 divided by 2
You
is
could have just hit
27.
divide by 2.
Oh, he
That
can
was
math.
27.5.
27.5.
He wasn't counting on
Okay,
me
so
being able to
rounded.
math.
So it's 25 feet because we're in 5-foot increments.
He's trying to make up shit.
She can definitely
Okay.
go out over the edge of the tower.
You
I
certainly.
think
We're
She doesn't
like
have that
We're
much
10
movement.
stories up.
yeah, we're like 10 stories up.
No, we're like at the top of the tower, aren't we?
I mean, we're right below the clock, so yes.
So
Halfway.
we're like 1,000 feet up.
There's no reason for me to go any higher.
No,
It couldn't hurt.
wait, we're on the 10th story, right?
Because you said he went to the very top of the tower.
Yeah, but when Zach was describing it
Yeah, this
earlier,
is
he
the
said
top,
that
and then
the
there's a
clock was
clock
about
tower.
right here.
It's
So-
still plenty for people to die. Okay, go ahead and move your model off the board to.
I
think
can
within 10
do
feet.
it, but that's fine.
Okay, so now it's just going to be range thing 5, 10, 15, 20,
Just put him on the back of the dragon. It'll
25,
be fine.
30, 35, 40, 40. I think I can do it. Okay.
I don't like him being Daenerys right now.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think he's riding very well since he's kind of holding on to the wing.
You
But,
can't
know.
fly. Do it. Do it.
Hey, Zach.
Hey,
Yes,
no
sir.
one's here.
Can I use a hero point
Stop
to act out
it.
of turn?
To do it?
To
Two
act out
hero
of turn?
points.
Yeah, you can use 2 hero points to act out a turn.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna do that.
I'm
Oh
gonna do
god!
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
I'm just checking a range on a spell real quick. And I have 60 feet. Okay.
You do know how
So
hands
you
work.
drop him. The minute that you drop him, you see Refisil looks over and he pulls it. He opens his hand. And he has a bunch of feathers in it, and they'll all combust into flame. Drop Rook, and Rook just goes like this, like he's ready to fall, and all of a
Counter
sudden,
spell.
stop. Can't. You've already done a reaction this turn.
No, it's
Yeah.
a different.
No,
Okay,
it's
okay.
still the same round.
Okay.
It's still the same round.
So we cast Featherfall on
Mhm.
Rook.
So Rook
Oh,
has.
jeez.
Featherfall.
Okay, hold on. Pause for just a second.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Pausing for station.
What?
What the fuck's in the box?
I don't have.
Hey guys, editing Mandy here. So my laptop died in the middle of stream because I was a dork and left my charger at home. So just to fill in really quick what happened between my laptop dying and when we got the stream up on my phone. So Bonham used 2 hero points to go out of turn, and he was still able to fly with the spell Haley had casted earlier. So he actually picked Haley up, flew up to the Titan, and put her in the cockpit. Since Rook was falling, and found out that there's no control panels there, so we weren't able to take control of the Titan. And then Haley casted a spell that did damage to Rook and Rephisil at the same time. And then I'm getting impatient with editing, and I really need to get this up. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure it got missed, but I'm also not 100% sure. But Rook does use a grappling hook to get himself back up onto the platform. And then we go back to Bonham's actual turn. I am going to apologize that from now on I would mostly just listen instead of watch because we only had one camera because it was my phone. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this. And next time I won't forget my charger. Thanks.
All right. So Marzio, you're up.
Is it me or is it Bonham?
Bonham.
It is Bonham. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to.
I
It's
got
because you
Bonham.
jumped out of turn with the hero points. All right, Bonham's turn. Did you plug it into your phone?
No, this
Oh.
is my phone. This is Terry's phone.
Hi, phone. Okay. Bring it, Bonham. What you doing? Tell me you're cracking that Holy Avenger.
I was thinking about it, yeah. I think I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to douse my blade in holy oil.
It starts to glow immediately with holy light.
Hell
You had to call him a favor because he was not a divine caster.
Which is
No, I got it.
He got the town drunk, the drunken cleric. Do that. All right.
That's great.
So when you do it, it glows with this holy fire, this white fire.
that I totally can't see.
No, you can see it. It's in because holy, anything holy, I plan you actually seeing.
You don't exactly agree to making legendary items on a budget if your life is going well.
So yeah, when you do it, you see the fire so vivid and beautiful. The purifying flame of Dialatus is just burning on your blade.
What is it?
It's a
Okay.
cookie. It's the best kind of cookie.
Oh no.
So I roll a d4, yes.
D4. This is how many rounds it's active. 2 whole rounds of holy avengingness.
Alright.
Are those special?
Yes.
Not a regular one.
That's why I didn't give it to everybody.
I'd be in a corner crying.
I have CBD oil.
Oh,
downstairs,
nat
you're
20.
fine.
Are you fucking serious? Yeah! Your dice are back, baby! Alright, who are you attacking? Rephisil?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Of course you are! Alright, so you move into combat. Thank you. Move into combat with him. You shine. What does the Holy Avenger do again?
It does extra damage against fiends and undead, but it also gives us advantage on saves.
Ooh, super sweet.
I don't think it does anything extra on a 20 though.
No, it's not like your Vorpal will.
Where's my weapon? Yes.
Yeah, I think I'll make it a 20%, a 25% chance of it breaking and give you some hero points back because I do want you guys to feel.
I went through 12 hero points just to save this item.
Oh
I
my
know.
god.
I also don't want you guys to like walk in with overpowered weapons
But
all
I
the
also
time.
like the
break
idea
chance does need
of,
to
you
happen.
know, yes, the lower percentile, but it getting progressively worse
Yeah.
as you go on.
I feel like
way
that would
it's
make
not like
sense.
too much of like a...
Yeah, like a time limit on it.
Well, and it would make sense. It's just like, you know, you use your sword so often, it ends up dulling and eventually you have to resharpen it. It'd be the same concept, except you can't resharpen it. It just eventually breaks and you can't use it.
What's with the one, the damage in parentheses?
So if you throw it...
Yes.
Can
No.
you throw a longsword?
Longsword is versatile. So
Two-handed or one-handed?
So the parenthesis
So if you're
is if you're
using it with
wielding it
two-
two-handed.
Which, if
'Cause
you have
you
your
can't.
shield, you can't.
Yeah.
But it's your call.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, versatile is sweet.
Yeah.
If you want to have not drawn your shield, because your drawing shield takes an action. It sucks. But if you want to
Shield
not have
damage
had your shield drawn and you're ready to do damage,
Since I didn't have my shield drawn. In
All
the
right.
first place.
all right. So your AC will go down by 2, but you're going to go ahead and do the bigger damage then.
Yes.
Ooh, I forgot how good long swords are.
That's lame.
It's technically a bastard sword.
6 points of damage though.
Oh, you rolled a nat 20, sir.
Double dice.
Roll it
Double
again.
dice.
Double dice.
So that's just
You don't double your modifier, but you double your dice.
Okay, so 6 plus 5, I believe that was. Oh, no, 6 plus 4.
Did you?
So 10 points.
So fucking wrong. Do we have a lot of the same friends or what?
10 total? Okay.
Actually, someone at work showed me.
Yes, because that's.
We got some fucked up memes, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So 10 points of damage to him in his troll form. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Holy shit, he's on death's door.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
And as a bonus action, I want to cast Ensnaring Strike.
What does that do?
Next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a breathing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the target must succeed at a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines until the spell ends.
Is this a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna use it now. Not next turn, now, right? Okay, so bonus action you cast, or you apply the oil.
Yeah, that was
and then-
bonus action. I can't do 2 bonus actions, can I?
Well, I'll say that I'm totally gunning that you guys are planning on using Gator's item. So I will, and you're not using a shield, so I will have that you have in your hand. Then that's your interact with object. Then bonus action, you cast the spell, and then you attack. So you can do all those things. Just remember that you have the vial in your hand now. And you have to keep it in your hand unless you spend actions to stow it. So with that said and done, what's my DC?
5,000.
That's a sheen.
A 16, and it's a Connor Dex.
Strength.
Ooh, well, that's my good one. 19. So it still has a bunch of vines and everything wrapped around. I mean, it just won't ensnare him. He'll pull free.
Them, doesn't it?
Yeah, he would have had to have cast it before he attacked, but we'll do that. We haven't done combat in a while. I'll be lenient on it.
This is like the first time I've gamed in like 3 weeks.
I know.
You were
Okay,
sick.
so he rips free of the vines and everything else, but that's okay. You know you got a good look because you critted him. Like, you chopped through a large portion of him. Also, you'll notice that the Holy Avenger it does seem to emit a black smoke from his body and some sparks, like if it's interacting with some... You would know that from what you can see based on the auras, it looks like he has some negative or necromantic energy to him in some way, shape, or form. It's really strange. Doesn't do the extra damage that a Holy Avenger would, but it's definitely reacting like it's trying to. So it's almost like he's undead, but not quite. There's necromantic energy present, so there's a hint.
Is that because he's using a meat puppet?
Could be. Could be. All right, so that is Bonham's turn. I believe that brings us to the top of the initiative with Marzio.
All right, I'm activating Vorpal.
Nice. Let's get all these items rolling. Roll your d4. Let's see how long you got Vorpal. Yours was 2.
1.
Oh, you mean the percentile dice.
Dumb.
I get it for
Yeah,
one
it's-
fucking turn.
I'll change it to a 25% chance that it'll break, and like I said, I owe you some hit points. We'll discuss.
I rolled a 30 on my
Oh,
first roll.
40.
Okay, you
Without
got 40.
using any hero points.
So yours
Okay,
done?
so let's
No,
say
that's
that you
good.
spent
Okay.
like 2, maybe 3 to make it fair, and
So
then you
I
gain the rest
used
back.
12, so I got 10 back.
Okay, so how many?
1 round.
1 round of Vorpal, make it count. Spend all your luck.
All right,
Do all your shit.
so I'm just gonna attack him. Does a
You have inspiration.
I'm on spells.
Hunt that fucking 20, dude.
I should have used my inspiration.
I got plenty of punch. I'm gonna save it for a second here.
I was gonna say blow all of it just so we can see Vorpal go off and everyone can go, holy shit!
Does a 16 hit?
16 will hit.
Okay. So that will be
I have savage attacks too.
14 piercing. And extra attack.
That's a bonus action.
Ah,
Isn't it?
Jesus. Does a 14 hit.
No.
Okay. Now I will use my action surge.
Ooh, surgery.
Ah, 19. So
Yes.
close. So that will be a 27 to hit. I imagine that hits.
Does.
That is 11 damage.
Okay.
And extra attack.
Before
now
you-
I will use my inspiration.
Hold that thought. His body will drop.
Okay.
Describe it.
I say, you can throw me off of all of the buildings you want. You will not hurt this city while I still stand. And just a flurry of thrusts.
Yeah.
Aw, dang.
He'll bleed out, he'll fall to his knees, and he gives you that look and glints with a little smile, and then falls down.
As he falls, I still have my movement. I'm going to run over to his coffin, and with my last attack, with my adamantine rapier, I'm breaking that chain.
Roll me damage.
Just damage, it's an automatic hit.
Oh, I'm sure you can hit a 10, but sure. You may roll a 1. Go ahead and roll me to
And
hit.
since it's adamantine, I do double damage as well.
Right. Roll me to hit. Make sure it's a 10 or higher. I'm sure you've got it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
12. Just base roll.
So at least thank you for those dice, right?
No fucking shit.
And that will be...
It's doubled.
I
Right.
rolled 2 d8s, because it's an automatic crit.
Mhm.
And so that's 4 plus 4 plus 6 is 14 damage to the chain.
Okay. The chain, ching, pops off.
And am I allowed to chuck the coffin off of the tower with my interact with the environment? Or would you like me to spend a hero point to get an additional action?
Interacting with an object would be like if you were to open it or something like
Okay.
that. So you would have to blow a hero point to get the extra.
I don't care. If it hits the ground, it'll break.
And it's obviously
You spend the
something
hero
super
point and then you
important.
just shove it off.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeet.
Marzio breaks the chain on it, and as he goes and he throws the coffin off, the lid will open. Slowly, as the troll sits there and smiles, and like its eyes go completely lifeless and it lands on the ground. The coffin gets thrown off. It opens up, and in slow motion, you notice that there's a withered old man. His face frozen in place. So he's asleep, but he's got a small gold tooth. The minute that it starts to leave, and you notice the coffin and his body separate, the troll finally expires. The soul goes to Refasil's actual body, and you hear him scream to his death. Did I say the coffin often enough to give you guys the hint that he
I
was
knew there
right
was
there?
something important about it.
And you know, the hard thing is he wouldn't have chained it up except for the Titan. He thought there was a chance to get knocked off on his own. So it's like, I'd better secure it. And you guys hadn't been thinking. Every time you fought Refasil, that coffin was present. He made a big deal about it because it was like, oh, this is my big fancy thing. Because I figured maybe that'd throw you guys off from thinking, oh shit, he's in the coffin. He has to be within 100
Yeah.
feet
I also think
of the body.
I also think it's somewhat poetic that Marzio chucked it off the building.
You throw me off. No, I throw you off.
So since he's dead now, will you tell us what he was?
He was a wizard human using soul jar, and he would just possess a body. He pays the troll, pays somebody, switch bodies with them, and then he would take his body and put it in a coffin and carry it around, so it was always in his proximity. That's it.
Medieval internet troll.
What? What are we doing?
That's all he was.
yeah,
Is
that's
just
right.
like I'm planning on making a character.
Warforged.
That's what I do. Is I hire someone with all the physical strength. I body swap it because I blow one spell, and then I have the best physical stats and the best mental stats. I'd be a
So-
fucking god.
Is the troll still alive since the soul swap?
No, doesn't get back up or anything.
We
yet.
slay gods.
Exactly.
Not really.
Apparently. Oh, I can't believe it finally happened.
Wait, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Since Refasil is dead, does that mean the feather fall that's on Rook is no longer a
It's not concentration.
okay.
I thought Rook had it himself.
No, he cast it on Rook. Which also meant that he couldn't cast it on himself. Yeah, this is some juicy irony.
Oh my
I
god!
didn't even get to cast Fireball.
Damn!
That was next round, so
Totally ready for that counter spell.
good job. Very well done. Okay, Marzio's turn is done. It's the bad guy's turn. Rook
Slowly falling.
is slowly falling. He will interact with object. He'll toss his grappling hook and he'll climb it. When he leaves, you get an attack for opportunity if you want to take it.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and make it.
So I can do a multi-attack. I can attack with my beak and with my talon.
Sadly, with multi-attack, you can't do it in response to.
Damn.
Yeah, you can choose one of those. Or else all my monsters would get to like rape you guys when you went away.
Yeah.
I run away. All right. Because almost everything in Mouse Manual gets multi-attack.
Okay, cool. I'll use my talons
Okay.
and just slash at him. Do I need to roll a hit?
Try and grab him.
Damn.
Bring him closer to you.
I'm
grab
gonna
as
use
a
some
reaction.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Ooh. That hits.
And my damage is a 2d6 plus 3. Can I borrow a
Are you
d6 from
recording
somebody?
this one?
Thank you.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10.
10 points of damage? Yep. Okay. He will grappling hook up here, and then he'll pull himself there. His movement is 10 feet at that point. 15, 20... 25, 30. He will, let's see, immune to disease. Cover.
Wait, where is he? I thought he was
He's here.
falling.
He's on the other side of the pillar.
He used his
He's your grappling hook.
Okay.
He saved himself.
You have mirror image, though.
But he doesn't know that he has mirror image.
Yeah, you can see
can
mirror
see it.
image.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Yeah.
There's fucking 5 of them.
What to do?
I know, it's tough. I'll smack Haley. I'll roll at disadvantage for my first attack.
Well, I'm like way up here.
Yeah, I know.
Spell. Fuck that guy.
12 doesn't hit your AC.
Nope, I'm a 17 right now.
Spend
Damn.
legendary action to get
Damn.
another 2. I will attack you. God damn it.
Natural 1.
Yeah, a 1 and a 5.
Get fucked.
This is the second time that Rook has just rolled
Are
super
you just
shitty.
smelling it?
No
I don't
shit.
think your dice like Rook.
I don't think they do either. With Refasil, they were raping you guys
Yeah.
last session, but
So I
Yeah,
think it's
just
Rook.
fucking-
Your dice
They're just
don't like Rook.
Well, I'm
just not a
trying
fan of
to.
You're not gonna get anything from it by just smelling it.
No, I'm trying to like savor the flavor for now. And then when I eat it,
You're not gonna want
I'm not
another
gonna.
cookie?
No.
Okay.
I don't want it. I don't want it to kick in before I start driving. I want it to kick in while I'm driving.
That's a terrible idea.
Well, if it kicks
Okay.
in while I drive, then I can control myself. If I get to that point before I start driving, I'm like all out of my zone. Like I
Or you could just
Okay.
when you're home.
Rook will look up at the
Fuck that
creature and he says,
like that noise.
Are we 10 or 11 tonight?
I don't work tomorrow.
11 it is.
11 it is. Midnight.
so he looks up at the Warforged and he says, first of its kind, attack the pretty one. It'll
I do.
spin on a dime while its legs are still facing one, and it'll attack Marzio.
Oh, Marzio's
Hammer?
the pretty one.
Tomorrow later.
10:30.
Ah!
How's he doing? Is he
He's-
missing?
Okay.
Good to see Marzio doing
He's missing me?
He did
Oh, he
miss
took
you.
out the pillar?
He did miss you.
Okay, I'm going to do a thing. Hold on.
Okay, it's gonna try to smash you with a hammer. For the record, if this thing smashes you with a hammer, it knocks you prone, and then it does like triple damage with its blade. This thing is fucking gross. And I'm whiffing.
Since it missed me, I'm going to riposte.
Okay.
So as it swipes me, I actually kind of take my rapier and push its arm out of the way.
This giant thing.
Yes. I'm using its own momentum against it.
and deflecting it.
Yes.
Gain an inspiration.
I
'cause I
already
like the
had
animal.
it. Mandy, do you have inspiration?
Not
No, I
anymore,
used
she
to.
used
Then
it.
gain it.
Yes.
We need candles. I'm
I know.
serious. It really is the
I
best
tried
way.
to,
Okay.
but they're like.
So I get to use
tried
my
find
reaction
some, but
and make
I
a
didn't go to
melee
Dollar Tree,
weapon
and they're
attack
like $17
against
for
it.
like a pack or whatever.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Does a modified 20 hit it?
I'm pretty sure it does. Let's double check. 20 is his AC.
20, so I
Okay.
met it.
Yeah, meter beat.
Excuse me.
And then you're spending your reaction to do this, correct?
Yes. That's 7 plus 5 plus 6 is 18 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Well, that's a thing. How many? 18?
Yes.
Okay. I had a pencil. Did someone
There's
steal-
one right here behind your box.
Thank you.
Hey, it looks like one of mine.
It was one of yours.
Feminine hips.
Okay. All right. So that's its turn. It will do that, and it's a siege creature, so it smashes the pillar. Yeah, I miss with that.
So he's done.
Yeah, we can take him.
No, not. Oh, go ahead and keep him on there real quick.
I was just gonna lay him down.
Okay, he's gonna go ahead and use his sweeping axe. He's going to, after he misses Marzio, he's just gonna and spin all the way around with his axe. His master doesn't like that because he's also has a chance of hitting him. Okay, everyone make me a dexterity saving throw except for Mickey.
I'm on it.
And
Wait.
you as well, you're free of it too.
Okay.
Do I have to? Because I'm.
No, I'm sorry, I forget
Okay.
that you're the giant gold.
So
I will-
Marzio, Bonham, and Turth
I'm
have
gonna
to
use my
make.
inspiration to
And
gain
if you're
advantage.
if you're 10 feet
Wait.
within,
Don't use it
plus
because he
4.
has inspiration. He has.
Bless you.
Oh, right. We all
You
get
have
advantage on
advantage.
saves because we're by bottom.
Is it a +4 or is it?
Well,
plus
you get
four.
plus
It's a
four
plus four,
for
not
that.
advantage.
Plus, you
Oh, plus
casted
four.
the whatchamacallit, and it says
Your
that
Holy
everybody
Avenger.
has advantage
Yeah, because of the
on
Holy
saves.
Avenger we get
That's
advantage.
gross.
You gave it to him.
Thankfully,
Nice.
So it's that plus 4. Natural 20.
Nat 20 on my dex save!
I got.
For a total of 29.
Okay, hold those numbers.
And then your dex save as well.
Yeah, I had it.
Okay.
4. Yeah, 15.
Oh, do I need to roll percentile for my Vorpal thing?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I opened the window.
No, you're good. I'm fine.
90. You're good.
99. I'll keep it.
Okay.
Mine is
So, it's a DC 17 if you succeeded, then you only take 8 points of damage. If you failed, you take 19.
So I take half of that.
Yes.
Half of.
So you take a quarter damage.
Yeah.
At least that was what
Yeah.
was determined last game.
Yep. No, that's how it works for.
And you said half damage was what?
19.
8.
8.
So you take
So
4.
I take 4.
Mm-hmm.
nice.
So he'll 360 spin with the axe.
I love
He puts his stone as a weight behind his other hand, and then he'll just. And he's raising and lowering the axe, so it's like one of those carnival rides that does that, like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Those are
like.
fun.
Yeah, except for this one's full of all pain and blood and terror. Okay,
Did
he
Brooke
doesn't
get hit?
recharge it. Yes, he did. Like I said, he's not going to be happy about it, but the Warforged Titan is not that smart. Okay. So that was his turn and that his turn. Way to whiff, bad guys. The troll regains 10 hit points.
What?
Yep.
It took fire damage. What are you talking about?
And that dropped it to 0, so yeah, so it's at 10. It did take fire damage
I did.
when
I
the
didn't
24
take
was
it down.
placed, so all the damage before then couldn't regenerate,
Moonbeam.
but it has to take fire every turn or it heals it.
Moonbeam. Moonbeam.
What kind of damage is that?
3d10.
Radiant.
What kind? Radiant?
It has to be fire damage for the troll.
Okay, so he will still take the damage though. 3d10?
And with
Okay.
him being prone.
I don't think it takes more damage from being prone. Unless it says so in the spell. Go ahead and roll me 3d10 though.
I don't think prone affects damage. Prone affects whether or not you have advantage. Melee attacks have advantage against a prone opponent.
And he's
Ranged
prone.
attacks have disadvantage against a prone opponent.
1 plus 8, 12.
Okay.
But
I just
you
made.
have to make a saving throw of Constitution saving throw of 16,
Or what happens?
or you take full damage.
Oh, okay.
So you automatically
plus
take
4.
at least 6.
21 points, or I got a 21 for it.
Druids.
No, he
so-
said 12. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, 12. So you take 6 points of.
Okay,
break.
6. Okay, so it raises, it gets back up, and then it'll rocket for the moonbeam damage. The creature's like sitting there smoking at like 4 hit points. And it like looks around at all of you. And it looks terrified.
Oh.
Shouldn't have sold your soul to the devil.
I'm going to go ahead and spend half my movement to get up, and I will push Bartholomew off.
What?
Can we do a?
You have fly.
Yeah, you're still flying.
Never take it easy on players. Okay, make me an opposed athletics check.
Opposed athletics?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Don't forget, you probably have an improved modifier with your belt.
Yeah. I can't believe.
Did you kick it on?
Or did you kick it on?
Not yet.
No, not yet. Can I
Wait,
do
how
that
much
as a
AC does
reaction?
this thing have?
Can't do it as a reaction. How many what?
How much AC does this thing have?
The troll or the creature?
I mean, no, you can't tell us.
gonna use my
He
inspo-
did say that this guy's AC is a 20.
Why would you tell us that?
If you guys hit, I usually
And
say that
0
you guys have
point.
good gauge.
Don't forget you
Yeah.
have +4 bonus because you're near me.
Oh shit!
Oh wait.
No, because he's pushing me off the edge, so
Okay, never
I'm
mind.
pretty sure. It's
Well, I
a-
think you're
I got
still
a 20.
near him.
He starts to use the
To push
bonus,
it.
and then it like fades
Here's the
away.
thing. Would his point?
It's not a save, it's a check.
Okay.
So typically.
So that's 8 plus.
Too bad Marzio
I
hasn't
got a
been
20.
using like his
Okay.
bardic inspiration.
So in a tie,
I've used my
whatever
bonus action
whatever
for
the
other
status
shit.
was before the action
Oh, fuck
happened
down.
remains the same. So you weren't knocked off, so you won't be knocked off.
Okay.
Okay. So he just and hits you in the chest and tries to
You're
push
still
you
able to
back.
Fly anyways.
Yeah, I
so.
know.
Yeah, and you just kind of fight it, like you fight it, and he's like looks terrified.
And I'm
It
gonna
just-
cast
it just-
a feather
it just
fall on
hits,
you if you didn't.
and it's
have
like,
fly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hold on, I was going to describe that better, but I can't. That's okay.
Ooh,
Ooh.
ooh.
Yeah. Maybe.
What?
Ooh.
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
Cast sleep.
Sleep.
control.
Sleep! Death!
I don't think
Have you ever seen that?
No.
No.
It's people
I got
LARPing.
the troll
I think-
next
Oh,
turn.
yeah, no.
I think
I got the
Constantine.
troll
I
next
have.
turn. I'll just cast another.
Constantine
Scorching
has
ray.
that.
Is a troll a fiend?
No.
I mean, I could.
He's
Troll is a
giant.
troll.
I can try to summon Constantine from your game.
They're part of the
Exactly.
Landon class phylum. I
I'll own it.
Will the DM allow?
Okay.
Can I summon another player from a different game?
believe. There are actually ways, yes. I don't think you'll figure them out.
Like what Badger did.
What did Badger
Yeah, I
do?
did kind of get to do that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Mickey doesn't have sleep.
Ryan,
Oh
let me,
yeah, you.
yeah,
were
Ryan, let me
able
invite him
to
as a guest.
summon-
All right,
Oh,
so he
That's not gonna
pushes to
work.
push you off,
I bet
but
that
it
was
doesn't
fun.
work.
To play Wonka again.
That's the bad guy's turn. Turth, your turn. What you doing?
Alright, I'm raging,
It's a good
so
spot.
I'm going to do probably a Turth reaction. I'm going to try to grab and roll and throw him off the edge himself as well.
Okay.
Everybody just gets yeeted off the side of the building. Just yeet.
Dice, you know, this was supposed to be a TPK night.
He's
Joke's on you.
So, do I have to do a grapple?
It's an opposed. Yes, you do. It's an
some heavy
opposed athletics check again. Basically, what we just did.
Thank you.
Damn.
Just see that?
Yeah.
Everybody just see that. It
It's
bounced
a-
and flew out.
Yeah, that dice said, "Fuck your restraints."
Yeah.
So opposed athletics. That is a 28.
With anger issues.
Okay.
Really? Yeah.
You are able to grab him. You may move
Kind of.
half your movement and drop him off on the other side.
All right. So
Very much so.
I have half. So that's 20,
So cool.
Yep.
and that's 5.
Disney.
Disney.
And I mean, I'm at the edge, so I would have to
Cable's pretty cool.
Cable is cool.
spin.
If you're
It's
trying to
played by
yeet him
fucking
off,
Josh
give me a
Brolin.
strength check.
I got you.
Yeah.
Can I activate my?
You can activate your gloves, yes. Absolutely.
Damn, I was without the scrotum chin.
Right. That's
So let me get to that real quick before I do this.
Give you that 27 strength.
Yep. So we're doing opposed strength right now.
30 godlike.
Well, it's not opposed strength. I'm basically making sure that you can use athletics if it's higher.
Okay.
You get an advantage on strength checks.
So it's either athletics or acrobatics. Is
Mhm.
that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So that would be a 22?
Yeah. You're able to shift your weight to where you don't lose balance or
So
anything
it's
else, essentially.
like a judo throw almost.
Right. Now, your carrying capacity with a 27 is going to be pretty insane.
Give me a
The
second.
creature's weight is like a Buick, or is more like a bus.
Boss it.
But with you being able to make that check, it's more of a representation of you giving him no room to grab,
Okay.
even with his longer limbs. So you'll throw him off the edge. As he goes flying.
Oh my god.
Here's the funny thing: when trolls hit the ground, they die and then regenerate and then walk away.
They're done. I'm done with this.
Yeah, I just got yeeted. So the troll's now out of the picture, thanks to Turf.
I am pretty sure falling 1,000 feet would have dealt more damage than what he has,
That's-
even in death.
But he
That's like serious splatter factor.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's
It's
like-
but he has
It's
regeneration, so
20d8.
it's just like imagine Deadpool.
Wolverine.
Like,
He'll just-
coming
well,
back.
except I guess there's the instant death, but 20d8 can't do 150 points of damage. I think. Let's double check.
20d8?
20d8 can't breach 84 twice, can it? You double check that just as fun. If
It's
you
160.
okay, so 20d8 on average gets.
You would take 4 from that for average.
So 4 times 20 is 80.
80, yeah.
So 80 damage on average for falling.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not double it. It is his hit points, but it's not double it. So yeah, trolls theoretically would still survive that. It hit the ground, and then that would knock them unconscious, and then they would regenerate.
Probably take him a little while, but he'd get there.
Savage.
Yeah, absolute savages in this
Just-
edition.
Harathan and Elazio and all of our other people there's this
Oh, they're yeah. I was gonna save that for some exposition, but yeah, no. Once that hit the ground, actually, I think you'll like what I have planned for it. Okay, so that was Tirtholomew's turn.
And I would actually like to move the rest of my
Yeah, move.
feats. So 5, 10. And so that was 2 actions, to grapple and then to throw, right?
It was grappling, and then I gave you. It was just grappling was your action. The letting go is actually not an action.
Okay.
And me making you make the athletics was just to make sure that you made clearance so he wouldn't get a reaction to grab. Because I knew what you were trying to do.
Okay. So I still have one more action then.
Wow.
Correct.
You still have a bonus action. What is your how many? You should
I have 2 actions per turn.
You should only have one action per turn. Always. You can have 2 attacks.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 2 attacks per turn.
And
But that would
grabbing-
be the action.
Grabbing is an attack action, so you still do get another attack.
Take you a while to
Okay.
pay.
So I'm going to
Oh
attack.
yeah.
The Warforged Titan.
Yeah, I'm going to attack the Warforged Titan with my long sword. I am going to.
Your cookies are always yummy, though. The only thing is that I'm really not sure.
Bring it.
Yeah.
I had.
Why'd you do it?
Well, because I had to.
Because he's cookied.
Because I had to. I didn't.
Ah,
Because he's a cookie monster.
It's right fucking there.
Does a
You can't blame my behavior.
14
on that.
hit
Just
you?
Because I have ADHD.
No.
Fucking twat. Jeez, it's a learning.
So I whiff.
Yeah, it just bangs against its heavy titanium style hide. Sorry.
Are you good? You good?
All right, Zalaria. Haley, be prepared. You're up close. Zalaria, what you doing?
Good idea.
Can I fly in and grab Rook again?
Give it a shot.
Do I need to roll for it?
Yeah, it's an opposed athletics or acrobatics check.
Fucking deja vu.
Ah!
From the sound of that.
It might be relatively
Can I
easy
put
for you.
2 dice in this prison?
I think you tried that last week.
It didn't work.
You said athletics?
Did you beat an 18?
No.
Okay, you're good.
20, 21, 22, 23. It's a 23.
Well, I got an 8 total. So you fly back in, and he's sitting there and getting ready, and you just you pick him back up.
Yep, just she'll come in from like this side over here and just swoop in, grab him, fly out this side, and just let him go.
Awesome.
I think he still
Only
has
one
feather
thing
fall
is
going.
when you go here,
Probably.
when you leave this, he'll go ahead and he'll hit you.
That's fine.
All right, Dice, you saw what happened to the other ones. Okay.
That's the AC of the bird, of the eagle.
Oh yeah.
Does an 18 hit your eagle?
Hold on, I got it.
Yeah, take a peek.
Yes.
You should screenshot it too. Okay, so I do hit you. That'll be with the hammer fist. So go ahead and take 19 points of damage.
Okay, cool.
And then once you're done with that, make me a DC 17 strength check.
May the roll ever be in your favor.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yes.
Before you roll typically, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, that's an 18, 19. That's a 19.
A 19?
Yeah.
Okay.
With, you said strength?
Mm-hmm.
You only
It's
need to
22.
beat 17, so.
So you notice that when he hits you, he hits you
I'm
hard
just
enough to like
curious what
nail you to the
laughing
ground.
So hard at.
But you're able to juke just enough to where it
Drop
chokes
me
off.
a
So
bullet.
you took your damage.
Yeah.
Does that drop you out of bird form?
No, not yet.
Let's
Good.
shut him up.
Okay.
Very close.
So you exit here and you're gonna go here, and you said you're gonna drop him again.
Yep, just drop him, and then I will actually go back onto the tower and land.
Okay, and then you'll back like there.
Yeah, right there. Just
Okay.
Just in case.
Bucati
Oh,
wants
maybe
something
not.
like that.
No, I can't if he already has
Okay.
it going.
Nice.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
going to.
right.
he saw his feather fall, doesn't he?
No.
Oh, okay.
Splat.
Okay.
Pancake.
He is going to extend his arms out, and he just smiles. And he says, "It still won't end. There will always be the purgatory."
Shut up about your goddamn purgatory.
So he falls,
Go splat.
and there's definitely someone who's diseased within a mile. Okay. He falls, and you see him splat
Oh boy.
into a million pieces.
Cool.
All right.
Oh boy.
We'll see how long it lasts.
Uh
Uh-huh.
huh. But now we
Within
only have
hours of him coming back
one
here.
bad guy left
Yep.
at the moment.
And I'm standing on top of him.
All right. So Larry's turn's done. Haley, you're up.
Alright, I am going to cast. Alright, I'm going down. They're not within 15 feet of me, because I'm like way the fuck up here.
The platform, one medium or small creature can fit in the platform without squeezing to make a melee attack against target 5 feet of the Warforged, and they must have weapons with reach. So essentially, 15. They need 15 feet reach to hit you. You're like,
No, if I cast a spell while way up here, I'm not gonna hit these guys way the fuck down here.
no, you will, because that's where the cockpit is in the model. But theoretically, there's one here and there,
Okay.
and you need 15 feet according to this. So if your spell is within 15 feet, yes.
Okay. So I want to cast Burning Hands
On the Warforged.
on the Warforged at a 4th level.
Yes.
Um,
Fire damage.
But I want it to be like kind of directed in this direction so that it's not going towards my people over here.
Yeah. Well, you can look up and fire it
Well,
off
I
that
want
way.
it to go. Well, yeah, I guess I could to go straight up.
Okay.
But Burning Hands at 4th level, Dex 16 save.
Dex 16. This creature ain't got that. It's got a -1. I made a 10, so I'm
Okay.
hit.
So it's automatically, since I have my thing going still, and this is only my second turn, is 6 times 6, so that's 36 points of damage.
Woo! 36 to the Warforged Titan. That is some serious damage.
Massive damage.
Boom!
I need to roll percentile.
Okay. What else you got, Haley?
80.
Mickey, you're up. After her.
I don't have any.
Jeremy. I rolled percentile.
What'd you get?
80.
Okay.
Actually,
And how many rounds is it for your stealth?
I did.
My
Yeah,
phone's
D4.
gonna die.
2.
I still got life. I can search you out. 2 rounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gross.
I'm going to. Can I cast another spell as a bonus action? Like, I can use 2 sorcery points to make a spell a bonus action. Can I cast another spell?
I'm pretty sure that's how it works, yeah.
Okay, so use 2 sorcery points to make another spell a bonus action, and I want to do it again. Burning Hands at 4th level.
Alright, play it against Sam. I'm looking at 12.
So he doesn't make it, so that's another 36 points of damage.
Whew.
And then that's my turn.
60, 70, 80. Alright, Haley's done. Mickey, Leon, your turn.
Pull out my pistol. I cap that motherfucker. Yeah.
Alright, make your roll to hit.
Cap him in the penis.
He's a robot. He doesn't have no penis.
Robots can have penis.
Yeah, you just gotta build them that way.
Mm-hmm. Specifically Warforged. Yeah, I know. I play one, remember?
This is 16.
A 16 to hit.
He's a 20,
Bounces
isn't
the
he?
bullet. Yeah, the bullet bounces off his armor.
Yeah.
You spells.
Bonus action to reload.
Oh, I got a spell up already.
A concentration spell.
Yeah, concentration spell up already. Bonus action.
You
I
only
reload
lose
my
concentration if you cast another concentration spell.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I already made my move. So, noted for the future. And
But you
yeah, I reload.
cap and then you
use my bonus action.
load
to
up again?
reload it. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we got that and that and that. Shit. Okay. Anything else you might want to do? Movement? You're kind of close to the edge.
No, just notate that I reload my gun with that pearl.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay. Sure, it'll fit in the barrel. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's an average size pearl, you know, like I figured it would fit in a barrel,
Yeah.
like any other shot.
Surprised you didn't do that
into it.
first.
No.
Because you
I
can spend your
thought
bonus
about
action to like unload and
it. I
load.
thought about it after fact.
Okay.
It's chill.
Alright. I'm having flashbacks to last Tuesday.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
I know.
I wasn't there.
I told you what happened though.
I know.
Okay, Bonham, you're up. Your Holy Avenging ass. This is your last round of Holy Avenger.
I have 2 more of that max damage.
Oh, you need a phone charger, don't you?
What? Just let this bitch die. I don't
I
know.
got one over here if you need one, anyways.
You got USB-C, right?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I think he's micro.
No, that was his old phone.
Yep.
So yeah, we got USB-C over here.
Got 2 long cords over here.
He's got a C.
Yeah, I'd say
Because
just
he's
hand
a-
it to him. Cause he's...
I
Ooh.
am. Swappy.
After Bonham is done with his turn, it's going to be
Um,
Marzio again.
You can move that whole thing because none of
I love
mine's
those
plugged
extra
up over
long
here.
cords.
Okay, thanks.
It even matches your fucking phone.
It's red.
What's Bob
I'm looking at
I think he's looking up spells.
trying to figure out what I'm doing.
2 dice do fit in this prison. What do you guys think about making my entire TPK counter fucking useless?
Oh, you knew it wasn't going to be a total TPK encounter when you were like,
You're facing-
she's going to give you guys an extra
Has,
level.
No, because you're
Robot-
still facing 3
Robot on yet?
individual. It's not dead, no. You're still facing 3 separate deadly encounters in one encounter. I'm just rolling dog shit.
Yeah, just imagine if they
It's
were
okay.
rolling
And
good.
we're rolling a lot better than what we were last week, so
So-
that helps
Shit.
significantly.
On each of your
There
are
turns
timer.
after you cast
I kind of
one beam,
figured it just scared me.
move the beam
I'm
up
like,
to
good to
60
know it
feet
goes
in
off
any
at
direction.
10:17.
So I want to move the beam.
Surprised
I
it
tried to
doesn't,
make them about
Robot
10
is.
o'clock, so.
Okay.
I'm surprised
Dead
it
center
doesn't
of
go
the
off
robot,
at 10:47.
Probably in a spot that it wouldn't hit Haley, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I
All right.
on at like 5 in the morning.
Sure. Done. That's your bonus action,
When
right?
I get up to get ready for work. Because it's dark as shit up here and I don't like turning lights
No,
on.
it's an action.
I don't know why.
Shit.
Oh, because
So you're just gonna move that?
Sleep with the door
Bonus
open.
action movement?
And as a bonus action,
But that's only when Mike's here because the dogs like to go back and forth between the two rooms.
I'm going to cast Searing Strike on my sword.
Searing Strike? Legit.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Your Holy Avenger has ended, right?
Yes.
Okay. Holy Avenger
that's
has
you.
ended for Bonham.
So much.
Let's top of the third round.
Did you forget your clarity?
No, I actually did take it before I left.
Okay. Marzio, your Vorpal has ended.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
I can still use it though since it didn't break, right?
You can only use it once per day, and it uses that D4 round.
Bless you.
Is that how it is with everything?
Yeah.
Once per
He
day.
didn't specify the ones per day.
I'll move up
It's
close
cool though.
to it,
We know now.
and I'm gonna stab it.
Bring the stab.
Stabby stab.
Stabby stab.
Why is that? Like what?
That's a nat 20.
That's the thing. 'Cause- No shit.
Yes, it is.
Couldn't have rolled that last
Why couldn't you have
turn,
rolled that
though.
last turn?
With the Vorpal, I know. I don't know.
What is my percentage at now?
I'm not sure what I'm going to
It
decide for it
is-
yet.
So I'm gonna put 25 for now, and then you. Tell me
11
what it is.
damage.
Or
Perfect.
you can.
11?
No, you can't
Yep.
physically change it.
And I'll stab him again. Oh wait, I didn't roll double dice for the crit.
You better.
That's another 2, so a total of 13, sorry.
13 total. Okay.
And that will be
Is it day or
a
long
21
rest?
to hit.
Long rest. Oh, sorry, day. 20 to hit?
21 to hit.
Yeah.
That will be 9 points of damage. And then I'll use my Bardic Inspiration and give it to Haley.
Thank you.
Since, you know,
What a peach.
you were nagging me about using it earlier.
Ooh. So mean. Okay,
Appropriate.
okay. I'm gonna use my
Your Christmas
hammer
There on the
Are you gonna put it down?
on Marzio.
I never see him go off because I'm in bed by now.
You're coming at me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
I'm usually in
Yes,
bed
he
3 hours
is.
ago.
Let's see if he recharges his axe.
Right.
No, he doesn't.
Pack a fucking lunch.
Okay. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 24 hits you, obviously.
Yes.
Okay,
I
take-
will parry.
Okay.
I was at work at 4 this morning.
Oof.
Gross.
How does that work?
I reduce the damage. When another
I thought
creature
it was gonna be
damages you with a
stupid
melee
easy.
attack, you can use a reaction
Because
and
it's a home
expend one
cheese game.
superiority die to reduce the damage by the number you roll on your superiority die plus 4.
Cool.
That's
Okay.
D8 plus 4
Yeah,
is what I
going out
reduce the
that way.
damage by.
Okay. It's 19 damage, so
So I reduce it by 5.
that's sweet.
Yeah.
You
so
do
I
it.
take,
Ching.
so I take 15 damage.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make me a strength saving throw.
Strength save?
Yep.
With advantage because of Bonham?
It's over.
I believe it's, yeah. I was going to say Holy Avenger's off.
It's over.
But don't you have like an aura that adds +4 all the time?
Yeah, if you're 10 feet near me.
I don't
Is
know
not
within
10
9
feet.
I'm going to use inspiration to gain advantage on this save.
Smart.
Smart.
It's a modified 20, and yeah, it's a modified 20 on the save.
Nice. So when he hammers down on you, you're not knocked prone. He is going to take his axe and hit you with the flat of it. Make me an opposed strength check, or athletics or acrobatics.
10.
Can I give you inspiration?
Can she give me inspiration?
You guys know the rules on inspiration.
You're giving me inspiration. So that is a 12. Acrobatics.
4. All right. It was bound to happen.
He smacks me off the edge.
Yeah, he's going to golf smack you.
Well,
Like
at
As
least
a reaction,
Boom!
You still
And
as
have
a
fly.
reaction, I'm
He still
going
has
to
fly.
cast feather.
You
fall.
still have fly.
I do still have fly.
Counterspell.
Damn.
You can't cast counterspell. It's been casted already.
Right. That's terrible.
He's just gonna be like, "What you gonna do there?"
Shit.
You haven't cast any concentration spells aside from this one?
Nope.
Okay.
So he
Because I know how to
gobsmacks
play my
Marzio,
character.
and Marzio just flies off the
He gets
thing.
hit. He gets hit, but he's like, "Woo!" I'm good."
No, I'll like fall, and then on my turn I'm gonna fly back up.
Okay.
Just like do a backflip in the
Yeah.
air.
Just
Stop.
like, oh
Look-
man.
No,
Whoop, there
look
we
at
go.
the crowd. Take off your hat. Bow. Put your hat back on. You go back up.
We're winning, guys. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You already saw the two bodies split. That was us.
Okay. So, at this point, the secondary hatch will make a smoking sound, and you'll see it'll...
Because I saw the troll.
Right, right.
You guys see that there's a dead body in it, kind of slumped over,
Oh, gross.
and it's just kind of sitting there. It looks desiccated and rotten, very diseased.
What inside?
Yeah.
Inside
like
the hatch.
on the opposite side of you, on the other hatch, the lid will come off, and you see a body there. The body will start to like puff up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it kind of shakes, and it'll put the hood over, and you guys see that it becomes a fresh, fully alive elf.
Yeah, get a
And
job.
he'll put his hood back over. He will stay on the robot. He's going to make 2 attacks at Haley. Because you're also on the robot, and he doesn't like that.
What kind of attacks?
Ampules again.
Okay.
It's the only thing he does.
I mean, he's got a longsword, but it's way more fun to try to... It's because it hasn't worked. This is a devastating attack that has never fucking worked.
Is
It worked on.
broken?
It worked on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It worked on me when I was a crow.
Yeah, when you were a crow. It does 24 damage, and then it does an additional... Sorry, it does like 4 damage, then it can do another 24 damage. And then it can reduce your hit points. They're amazing attacks. They've never fucking worked.
Yeah, why haven't you decorated
Okay.
that?
5, 6. Does a 7 hit you?
I did this before. A 7?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, 7 doesn't hit you, a 9. Spend his fucking legendary points. 5, 6, 7. 18 hits you, though?
Yes.
Okay,
18 just fits me.
okay, you're gonna...
Barely.
Okay, take 4 points of damage. Make me a Constitution saving throw. You do not get Bottom's benefit because you're 15 up.
I will use my Bardic Inspiration though.
Fuck yeah, you will. You guys
It
ready to
was
party?
what?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, Constitution.
Yeah.
Is that the same box you were working on Saturday?
Gosh dang it.
No, this is one I've worked on
You
for
know
a
all the
while.
deck saves we've
I've got
been
that one in
throwing?
the car. It's
I should
really
be
cool
rolling
because it
advantage
detaches and
anyways.
becomes a tray.
Because of
nice.
because of my ring of protection.
Made it for Sydney.
Modified 20.
Nice.
Okay, modified 20.
I'm
What do you
dumb.
know?
I'm dumb.
Okay.
My mom won't
I
mind
didn't know that
me.
either. I get to roll advantage. I get to roll advantage on initiative.
I won't spend the legendary actions to raise the DC, so you're spared your 24 damage.
You said 24? I thought you said 4.
Yeah, I know. But you make the Constitution save for 24 points of damage afterwards.
So I make
You may.
another 24
No, you're
points?
good because you saved it. Sigh. And fuck it, I'll do it one more time. Yeah, why not?
Oh, yeah. Need to take D3.
22.
You got a
20.
17, so yes, it hit me.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
How much does this thing
4
weigh?
points
This thing
damage.
has to take
4 points?
D10 damage.
Okay.
How much
Roll
does
me.
this thing weigh?
Oh, hold on. Hold those thoughts. Okay. Did you? So you took your damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and make me another Constitution saving throw.
I will use a hero point.
Oh my god.
I don't make that one.
Okay. Take an additional 24 damage. You're also poisoned as a condition. And your hit point maximum is reduced by 4.
Each turn, right? Or just that attack? No. Yeah.
I said attack.
Sorry.
Okay. Until you're cured, you can't regain hit points except by magical means.
It's the ampule that Rook keeps throwing.
And other shit that happens after combat.
And
So-
other shit that happens after combat?
Yeah, which I'm
Joy.
sure he'll cure you of. How much?
10 points of radiant damage.
10 points of radiant damage. 30. Let's see, that's 60, 70, 80, 90. Fuck, we're getting close. It makes me sad. Okay. Okay, so yeah, now I'm out of legendary actions until I recharge at my next turn. Okay, that was fun. Bartholomew.
Here's my drag. How much does he weigh?
Lots. You want him to get on a scale and tell you how much he weighs?
Yes.
Okay, you don't know until you try it. Unless you took the feat circus performer and you have that guess people's weights, you have no idea how much this thing weighs.
Oh boy.
Over 1,600 pounds?
I'm sure he
I don't
weighs
know.
over 1,600 pounds. He's made of stone.
I will tell you after you declare your actions, the equivalent
Okay.
of what it weighs. We'll
Well,
have
you
to
said
look it
we're
up.
close, so I'm just going to attack.
Okay.
And I am going to double check, make sure I have that. I should. I don't know why I'm double checking. But why not? Reckless attack. With my my great sword.
Bring it.
That's
So
cocked.
does that is a 26 hit.
It does hit.
And so with reckless attack, correct me if I'm wrong, it's just regular damage? Just roll with advantage, right?
You roll with advantage and things get advantage on against you.
Yeah.
The thing that I do in his
Yeah.
game is that's Great Weapon Master. It's a feat. It's a separate thing.
Okay. Alright, cool. And
It's the old power attack rules.
yeah, that's what I miss.
Yeah.
Great Weapon Master is one of the most
It's still there.
best feats for just dishing out the most possible damage.
So I am going to
It's
roll
really sick if you combine a
2d6.
full-on master for
Oh,
the
yeah.
record.
Oh yeah.
6,
And then if you get Sentinel on top of that, you become the most disgusting and
Oh,
annoying
yeah.
thing in the world.
Yep.
17 points of damage.
17.
That's for attack 1.
Okay.
And attack 2. Can I use
I'd like,
ruthless-
before you do that, to describe how you take down this giant robot monstrosity.
Yes. All right. So I was hoping I got this because it was going to be one of these. All right. So it's a robot. Everybody remember this. So I just see this thing is haggard, right? I'm just going to town and I just look up and I go straight up at where his rectum would be, just straight up with my great sword, and I just feel it connect and just go through.
He smashes his rectum with his
And
great
then I
sword.
just see it collapse within itself because the legs just
Just
gives out.
Okay. He is now going to become difficult terrain.
As he falls apart.
Okay, that was unforeseen. I should have seen it, but it was unforeseen.
They're
It's
magnets.
okay, man. Next year's 2020.
Go to fucking jail. Don't collect. Die in a fucking fire.
A short contacts every
Oh my God.
next year.
I
so
have
it
to
looks
show-
Like I have 2020.
I have to show Landon my joke with the ducks.
Oh.
We should all just start wearing suits. It's the 20s.
Wait, you sent it in group chat.
But
The only
that's
thing I
true.
want from the
I
20s
did.
is 100% legal,
He didn't say
unregulated
anything
machine
about
No,
guns.
he didn't. I mean, nobody did.
Unregulated. Unregulated what?
Machine guns.
Okay.
Wait, Dapper Girls are pretty great.
Turth.
I
As
mean,
this
that's
whole
a close
thing
second.
comes caving down,
Unregulated
this is
machine
the
guns, but-
situation.
Yeah.
it's a
Make me an
strong
athletics
first.
check.
Let me tell you what.
Or acrobatics. Rook will be standing.
And I still get an attack.
Yep.
You said Rook will be standing?
Yeah.
Is he on the ground?
No.
He was thrown off the ground, yes, and then
It didn't
he
happen.
splatted. And then I said that the robot had a capsule
Next
that
time.
opened up and there was a diseased body and you saw it
this
like
is the
get
right
healthier
situation.
and turn into an elf.
Well, I was thinking since he was in the cockpit.
Can't kill him.
Fastball.
You
21.
gotta do shit to kill him.
But
21.
Miss Smarty Pants
Okay,
over
you
here
also
got it
land on your
first.
feet. Despite everything else. Okay. What else you doing, Turth?
Alright, I'm moving then. 5 to get in his grill skillet, and I'm going to attack with Ruthless Attack. And that is...
One looks like...
This is a 15.
Okay.
So... That's 15 plus 13, that is 28.
28 hits.
And that is 8 plus 9, so that's 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage.
Wait, 8 and 8 is 16. So.
Alright,
plus
Turth.
9 must be 17.
Zalaria, you're up.
That's how I do that, actually.
What's my
too.
flying?
That's how fast I did it, too. Like,
Flying speed?
88.
I think it's 60.
I'm gonna. Well, actually, I
8 plus
already
8
landed.
plus
I'm gonna
1.
shift
8
back
plus 8
into my
plus
normal
6.
self
That's exactly how I
and
do it.
cast lightning bolt at Rook.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's me.
Your fancy new model. So you're gonna land like right there?
Yeah.
Lightning bolt.
great, you
Pikachu!
said great weapon.
Use
master,
Lightning
right?
Bolt.
I need to look into that.
Yeah, you do.
I think I get a feat in next
Yeah,
go.
steal my fucking character, bro. No, it's good. It's a good one.
No, because I'm trying to get as much DPS as possible. With
It's a way to do it. That's a good way to do it. Casting lightning bolt. Pretty sure you're gonna fry your friends too.
It is a 100-foot long, 5-foot wide blast.
You could do this, and
Yeah.
they'd be fine.
Yeah. So okay.
Did you eat your cookie?
No, it's right there.
Okay.
I'm
so I
just
took that-
naturally a fun person.
I took that step over and then just cast it straight at Rook.
All right.
Where
what
you
do I
at?
have to check? Or what kind of check is it for me?
Rook is dead center, right?
Choo-choo.
Yeah, he's
The
this
jumbled
one right
knife.
here.
Okay.
Let's see. I think it's a dexterity of 15.
The dex 15. Rook.
Dogs are out back.
I need 8d6.
Here's 6.
Here's 2.
Okay. I got a 13, so I'm going to be taking full damage.
3, 4, 5, 6.
I should have given you your duck.
Jeez.
So this is 10,
10.
16, 17, 18.
No.
24 points of damage.
Ooh! The lightning blast hits him, and you see a skeletal structure for a brief second, almost like a cartoon. You know, like that, how that looks.
It's not balanced at all.
Not bad. All right. Anything else you got, Zalaria?
Hold on.
No, I mean, because it's got a fat ass and a little head, you know, it's not going to be, you know, balanced.
Give me. Sorry, I have a new healing spell, but I can't remember. Do, 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 do.
Little duck, you better stop playing with me.
Is Haley the only one that's taking damage, or is other people taking damage?
I've taken a fuck
I've
6
taken-
damage.
Bottom
I've
left.
taken
Okay.
some damage.
Wait, can I cast 2 spells
will
in
never
one turn?
happen.
If one's a bonus action and one's a standard action, you can.
Bottoms up will never happen.
I can't do that. It's
Because
just
of
an
the rage.
action.
Yeah.
And I
So the weight
believe, I
is
think.
I think the only healing bonus action is healing word.
You can roll it a million times. Bottoms up will never happen.
Yeah.
Who's around me right now?
You'll never get a 6.
Sure.
You're going to set it down on it? Like, come on.
Rook.
What? I'm in his grill skillet.
Gross.
I like those field of half orcs there. Those custom made models you guys.
I'm gonna cast. Wait, Marcio, you're like out
He's
there.
flying.
I'm just gonna cast
So dashing.
healing word on Haley.
Awesome.
I need a D4.
D4 plus 4.
Oh yeah, healing word is a great
So
spell.
it's a 6.
Woohoo! Hearts.
We had a lot
And that'll
of
be my
nightmares,
turn.
guys. Just saying.
All right, good turn though. Haley, you're up.
Alright.
Mickey, you're up. After that.
I am going to cast Scorching Ray at a 4th level, so that gives me 5 bolts that I'm hitting straight to fucking rooks.
Like literal ass or
I mean, if they hit them, maybe I will story them as to his ass.
Treat him like Zach and just make him a butthole.
I will make him a butthole with all 6 of these fucking.
It's bound to
And
roll.
all of you guys do very good.
Nope. Legit.
Face down, booty up. That's the way we like the what?
That's the way we like the duck.
I am gonna try and find some smaller ducks.
They won't be
can't see
easier
if they
to
can
keep
see
in a
it.
row.
No, they won't. But
25.
Hold on, I might be able to.
I think I'm just gonna give you the broken gemstones to have you make a 1 die, 1d20.
a 1d20.
But like put in broken gemstones in it?
Yeah.
That one doesn't hit.
You want just a 1?
A 13
Yeah,
doesn't
I don't know
hit.
how
A
much.
13 does
I don't know
not.
how many my the assortment I have is gonna make, but I know it can make one flawless d20.
Yeah.
You know, and
I meant
it would be
to-
fairly good weighted. It would be, you know,
So
like, I think it'll fill up that mold pretty well, and then you just
Of
pour it in
these-
and kind of just like
I'm listening.
toss it to like get it to settle, and then I think it'll be legit.
Oh yeah. I meant to bring the molds with me, but the drama
So he
happened.
gets
And
4 bolts that hit him
Okay.
at.
I'm gonna say.
Here, Mandy.
No, you don't.
I can
get a
print
save
that,
for these.
and I
That's
can
really
scale
rare.
it to whatever
For
size I
12 points of damage.
because she's
Because I
rolling to
have
hit
this.
you. She's rolling
So-
AC to hit.
but then
Okay,
we'd
so
have
you
to
just have to
paint
roll a
them.
hit every time.
Yep.
Okay.
What's
No,
wrong with that?
you wouldn't
I
have
guess
to
that's
paint.
It's
So
a
he
really
takes-
simple paint job.
You would-
3 different colors.
12
Wouldn't have to paint
times
them.
4.
You can do blue dots.
That's
Don't you
true.
still have-
or whatever
48
color you
points
have.
of damage.
Right, or green or black.
Yeah,
you
the,
roll-
I automatically.
Ooh, you know what would
No,
be
that's what
really
I'm saying.
cool? Your
Don't you still
translucent
have-
But you still have to roll the
green
hit.
inside of
I
clear
did.
resin.
Yeah.
4 of the 5 bolts hit him.
Okay.
My
So
lowest
could do
one
that.
was
The
a
Green
5,
Lantern
which would have
symbol
been a 13 to
inside
hit.
20 though.
And so you hit with how many?
4 bolts.
And their max damage, which
That
is.
was sharp as fuck.
It's 48 points total.
Okay, thank
Do
you.
pretty
I
fucking
made it
hard.
easy. Why was it complicated?
If we're talking about novel ideas here.
Okay.
Noted.
He sits there and just gets battered with the fire and everything.
Noted.
He's not looking healthy, but he's laughing the entire time.
I know, because it's not gonna fucking affect him.
Yeah. He
Um,
says, I told you. This life won't let me go. You have to see it.
Yup. That's the
Did we give Landless a sending coin?
No.
Anything else, Haley?
I'm
We
thinking.
should have.
Yeah.
Give me one more Mr. Goodbar, one more of the special darks. That'd be great.
Do you like mint?
I do like mint.
Try one of those Kit Kats.
What?
fucking mint.
Oh shit, it's a whole candy bar. I'm actually going to pass this back to you so I don't have
Yeah,
too much
split-
sugar over
Split
there.
with me.
I mean, if you want to split
Okay.
it up. you
Yeah,
guys
break me
can.
off a piece of that.
I broke you off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Break
I
me
don't-
off a
I
piece
don't
of
know.
that.
Flame.
I'm going to lick
So I
that,
got
take
him.
that, break it off like Kit Kat.
Break me off a piece of that.
Okay.
Fancy
I don't like
piece.
mint
I'm-
with chocolate.
You're just like
No,
you're just like
I,
I shouldn't be
like
surprised.
you just like lost a
Yeah.
dog or something. You're like
no, exactly. I was
looking
trying
at it.
to,
I'm like,
I
oh,
was trying to
flame.
process what I was saying, and my brain was
fucking
just like.
It's like I'm eating a Kit Kat and an Andy's.
I know.
yeah, it's
Jinx.
it's like
Yeah, I don't know why I don't like mint and chocolate.
Winning.
Josh has a point. I'm weird because I don't like honey or syrup either, or
All right,
jelly.
Amanda, what you got?
I
Can't sit around just waiting.
no.
It's 2019.
Mickey,
People eat
you're up
booty, and Manny won't even eat jelly.
Yep, that's gonna be my turn. I
Mickey,
was
you're up.
debating on if I wanted to
I'm just
cast
not-
another thing at a bonus
If
action.
you
A
attack,
dog will
I
lick its
do.
own butthole, but won't eat a pickle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? There's actually a street named that.
It's your turn.
I know it's my turn.
there's a street name too.
Okay.
No, the name of the street is
Who
A
the fuck
dog
is
will
in
lick its
front of
own
me? That's,
butthole, but will not
Turd,
eat a
huh?
pickle.
It's in Colorado, isn't
It's
it?
Turth, huh?
Literal name of the street. That
Um,
whole sentence is
That's
the name of
amazing.
the street.
Just remember, they legalized weed in Colorado.
They also had to change the mile marker sign 420 to
Okay,
419.9.
From where I'm
Pick
at,
up on stealing it.
to him,
Yeah.
30 feet. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's my movement. And I'm going to move up there. I'm going to basically slide on the fucking floor. And then just right up underneath his fucking chin. With that fucking...
Why do you gotta move
Gain
there?
inspiration.
That's interfering with my plan.
Is that-
Where are you moving to? I just moved your character. I don't know where you're exactly.
He's gonna be point blank. He wants to be
Right
sliding.
up on
He wants
him.
to be sliding up underneath him and shoot him up the gooch.
No, he
Not
wants
the
to shoot
gooch,
him up
it's
the
right
chin.
Oh,
It's right at the chin.
just
I already
Just
did.
kind of trying to stagger him a little bit, you know?
mm-hmm.
You know, kind of throw him off his cue.
with the pearl power.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pearl can basically soon it's gonna hit. It's gonna. I mean, assuming he's just fucking flesh, it's gonna go through. It's gonna hit bone. It's gonna splinter.
Who knows what this will do? What's Did you roll your 3 dice by the way per day?
I did. I sent
Okay.
you a text message with the numbers, and it's 2 dice, not 3 dice.
It's 2.
It's
Tell me you're
2,
not
not
using
3.
that nat 20.
Huh?
You had a 20, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely, I did. Did you see my text?
Mm-hmm.
And a
It was a
3.
20 and a 3.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was weird that you sent that. So you're gonna use that 20?
Well, I didn't roll yet.
Okay.
Nah, I used that 17 right there.
Okay.
17 plus what to hit?
So if you go
Well, his armor class is 17, so you will hit.
You automatically hit, so you're good.
your pistol, so you get a plus 8 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you hit.
Yeah, I fuck you up.
25
And
to
then
hit.
roll my plus 4. D10
Mm-hmm.
plus 4.
It's the diamond.
It's the diamond.
Yep, that one.
Yes. Well, to us, the diamonds are D8s because that's what it looks like in the rock.
Oh,
7.
7
Because
points.
4 plus 4 is 8, and then minus 1, 7.
Okay.
Jonathan, I'm so proud of you and your math skills.
don't laugh at him because that's how I do math in my head.
I'm impressive, you know. I just say it out loud. I'll let everybody know it.
Do you
So,
want more?
Yes.
here's the interesting thing that I'm going to rule about this.
Thank you.
Of all of those weapons that Gare gave you guys had them for, I'm guessing, what's going to end up being years. This day, Mickey lost his, but as the bullet is, you fire off this incredibly powerful magic item, like a bullet out of a pistol.
Literally.
It's going to shatter through the chin, hit the head, and explode. Just like you kind of expect, just the pop, and you see the blood pour out and just spray. But there's going to be a huge explosion followed by an implosion. It's going to go ahead and you go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Oh. Yes!
Don't forget if you have inspiration.
I don't. But
I do.
I think you guys still have flight anyway, so it's not going to amount to.
What is my inspiration?
Josh, do you want my inspiration?
You spend it to
Gain
re-roll
advantage.
before you actually roll. Yeah, to gain
We'll see.
advantage.
You kind of
I
have to
would-
decide
you
before
have to
or
decide
after.
before or
You have to,
after. So,
you have to
or not
decide
after.
before.
I would go ahead and accept her inspiration and
Yeah.
roll
Okay.
at advantage.
It runs out
What'd
at
you
the end of the game. You have to
Yeah.
use
Nice.
it during the game session.
Well, and look at
we
my
only have 15 more
athletics.
minutes. So
Oh,
I got
holy
the same thing on both rolls.
Oh,
Was it
I'm
good?
so
No.
sorry.
What'd you get?
13.
You have flight still?
Yeah,
You
you
should.
should. I haven't dropped concentration.
No, my dude
And
got
it
a
hasn't
20.
been 10 rounds yet. So.
I'm using my 20.
doesn't Bonham also have the lucky feat?
Oh,
He does also
Yeah.
have the
but before you roll that, describe how that's going to work, because you know how.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen to him. But
No,
I
but
know
you gotta-
whatever's going to happen to him is not going to happen to him because he got a nat 20.
Right, no, I mean, that's.
Yeah, but I don't know what you were going to do, so I can't counteract it with,
Okay,
oh,
all
well,
right.
this happened instead.
Basically, it's going to cause a huge explosion followed by an implosion. It's going to fling everybody that's in that vicinity away and off the building.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do. There's all the debris there for you to play with. The whole building is
both of
actually
those
starting
Okay,
to
things
collapse
have
too.
well, because he
anyways,
is Bonham and he can see that magical shit. He notices it as it's caving in and out on itself. Like before it even explodes to implode, he fucking notices like the flickers in the air and shit. He can see it fucking happening. So he
Yeah.
just fucking back handsprings, pulls it out of fucking nowhere, right as he fucking yells and just like, I mean, screaming at, you know, myself and Bartholomew, you know, to fucking get out the way. Before it even fucking happens, we know it's gonna fucking happen because he's like fucking all mystical Karate Kid and shit.
I love that fucking ability. So yeah, you got a nat 20, and just like he said, you look over at Mickey like as he's putting the bullet up to it, and you just know you see the spark before it goes off, and you're able to duck down in time. Yeah, you gave him your 20.
Thanks, dog.
Yeah.
I got a 28.
Describe how you don't get blown off the building just because you're you.
I just look at it happen. Honestly, I'm just like
Sitting there, your arms waving back.
I'm just like nope. I'm just like this. I'm just like
Just with rage, just
You got a head thrown back.
crazy.
Wacky White, he's an inflatable arm tube man.
7'5".
That's what I like
half
when
orc.
rogues use evasion in impossible situations. That's what I like to picture. It's just it's one of those strong guys, but it's also being flung in the air. Okay. So I'm going to roll it since we're losing such an epically magic item, using it as fucking ammo.
Unconventional way of using it.
It is an unconventional way of using it. I will buy that it is destroyed in the process, but its magics are enough to basically counterbalance the Invictus Mark's magic power
I caught it.
in
It's
this
fine.
particular instance. And just it's almost like when you have, not like mixing oil and water, but just two huge explosions at the same time, how they envelop each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they explode and they don't just join, they like kind of actually are pushing the force against each other. So it's kind of going to be like that. You'll lose it, but it will rip his soul asunder as you hear him scream. Just into oblivion as it's this whole thing. And then it will, you know, just like an explosion underwater, then it implodes completely. You see, you just get sucked up into this black inky mess. There's electricity going everywhere into it. You guys hear the whole building itself is starting to collapse, and this hole just seems to be getting even bigger.
We might want to get out of here.
So those of you who have fly can fly off.
Wait,
I'm going
wait,
to.
Can we put this hole in a bag of holding?
We don't have a bag of holding.
We did that game already. No. I'm gonna grab. You don't have flight, right?
No, he's not.
He's all the way over
He's
here.
currently flying.
I'm thinking you don't have flight.
I don't have flight, no.
You do have flight.
I don't, but I can turn into a bird again.
I can cast fly on myself.
But then it's gonna take it off us because you're casting another concentration
Okay,
spell.
yes. Well, I can cast feather fall on myself,
I can carry her.
or you can
Sorry.
carry.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to grab Mickey.
Counteract this?
That what?
That plants would counteract this?
You can try?
I would like to cast Plant Growth.
Okay. Sure. When you cast it, you notice that, like, you fire it off and everything, and you're just like the first explosion, you're like, I'll smother it. This is otherworldly. It actually sucks them all up as fast as you can go out, and you're like, oh shit!
Okay, get off the tower. Get off the tower.
The explosions are bringing
So I'm like,
down the rest.
Delirio will be like, Haley, let's go, and like motion her over and turn into a giant eagle again. Pick Haley
and
up,
as
and
I'm
off we
running
go.
by, I just pull you. Like I'm just like.
fools!
All I can think of is in Mulan when she lights what's his face off, and she's just like, get off the roof, get off the roof, get off the roof.
See, all I was thinking was Aladdin.
So,
Him saying, wish me happy landing. All I gotta do is...
so the implosion is not the reason why the building's exploding in general, but the building is exploding. The final firework kicked off, and that sets off the chain reaction that blows all the dynamite that he's been stashing here for a year.
Oh, cool.
now. So this brilliant monument will be coming down. You guys all fly out of the way. As you notice, as you're getting kind of closer towards the ground, you see your group of followers are just kind of making a break for it. Also, the place is swarming with very, very large wolves and werewolves. And they are they're getting the people and taking them out of the war zone. and tons of ghouls just get this stuff rained down on them. So they essentially, the people who are helping, got everyone that needs to survive, then got them broke out and kind of used that to kind of hold them in. So as the place collapses, it will just destroy tons and tons of these brand new ghouls and cover the whole place. As it comes down, it's a huge thing. There's dust for blocks and blocks around. When the dust settles and everything else, you see all the survivors just kind of standing there, all their faces black and sooty. Like I said, it's something in the neighborhood of like around 200 rather large wolf-like creatures, mostly giant wolves, not necessarily werewolves.
Dire wolves.
They look like dire wolves, yeah. There's a couple there's a couple ghouls that will start to like sort of raise up, and you see that like Harathon will walk over and just stomp on its head, and just makes a popping sound. As this whole thing is there, and you guys look over, and part of the debris, you see a frail old arm that's just stuck out of the ground, and everything else with a beautiful gold ring.
I want to take that fucking ring.
I want to take his tooth.
You go over there and just fuck the ring. You sit there and snap out the tooth. Looking at his face, it's depressing. He was an 89-year-old man.
I stomped on his face, too.
Oh,
Crushed
brutal.
the skull.
Zalaria's just gonna watch this all happen and just be like, he deserved it, and then walk away.
I was just gonna pee on him, so
Ew.
after a long battle, I had to piss. Sorry, I'm not enraged. I'm losing control of my bowels.
So, Rook is dead. Rook is dead. Rephisil is dead. The giant robot is dead. The place is caved down. And we have how many minutes for exposition? Less than 5.
You could probably take a little longer than that. I mean, I don't have to drive, but you also don't have to work tomorrow, so.
Well, just with that said and done, certainly we can do a little bit talking or anything else.
I don't
you guys
care.
Want. There's just
It's
all
fine
the
with
people.
me.
As you're sitting there looking through the mess of everyone else. Anything anybody wants to do before we close?
I'm going to the fucking clam.
Where's
Toothless
Harathon?
gator, excuse me. I'm gonna give
Where's
myself,
Harathon?
little
Say it again.
You need a
celebratory
Where's
sight.
she at?
She just stomped on one of the ghouls' heads.
Okay. But
We're
are
fucking-
they done fighting? Okay.
Yeah. Cleaning up, essentially.
What about the fireworks?
They already
the
went
last
off.
one went off, and that's what caused the explosion
Yeah.
of the building.
So, I mean, isn't there still plague that we have to deal with?
I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure whoever had it has already exploded. Or turned into a ghoul. There's the non-magical plague, yes, but
We just still need to find a
right now we kind of need to let the dust settle. And
What does
I
the
mean,
Avengers do?
that's kind of what Zalaria is going
We
to
need
do. She's
shawarma.
going to,
Sure.
well, at least right now, she'll see who has the worst wounds, and she'll start helping tend to the wounded. She's going to make sure Lazio's okay probably first, and then she'll take care of everybody
Aw.
else.
Yeah, he's only taken a couple beats and bruises. He's pretty fine.
He is still
And-
missing an arm, though. So
Oh, yeah.
there's that.
I mean, last we saw, he had a pretty battered
Yeah, he
face.
had the hamburger face going on.
You have something that has regeneration on it.
Mhm.
The ring regeneration.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go to the clam.
You're gonna go to the church. You just like, are you gonna wait around here and see how they deal with these people, or are you just gonna book it?
Yes!
Oh, no. He doesn't really book it. He just kind of just walks off.
Hi, lads. I need a drink.
Huh?
I need a drink.
I need a drink.
You don't say
You
anything
know.
to any of your clan members while they're here.
Well, I say out loud that I need a drink, and then they see me and hear me say that, and they see me walk off, and they know.
Yeah, Yarbo will just
They get
nod.
it. They get it. You know. They
And
understand.
Harathon
so the
is-
Yeah,
wolves
I'm
are
gonna go.
with you.
I'm just gonna go by and like
What?
just give
Are
her
the
a
wolves
hug,
with you?
No.
kiss her on the cheek.
She sits there, and after you do that, she, the green turns like a little. She's like a green shading into brown kind of thing.
Yeah.
It turns a little bit red in the cheeks, and she's like just covered in gore and blood and everything else all over that dress.
It'll
I
wash
don't
out.
care.
It'll be fine.
And she'll
It'll burn.
gently just put her
We
hand in
shouldn't have to
yours
deal with the aftermath.
and just hold on to it.
Deal with the
And
big
we're following him.
aftermath.
Okay. Everyone else is sitting there like as you guys are going. And
I'm
you're
not a
going
medic.
to check.
You know.
You check on Alazio's face and everything. It
Um,
won't take very much
There's something else I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to activate my Ring of Regeneration and put it on his good hand so he can grow his arm back.
Okay, he's got a bauble, a silver ring that he wears on his pinky, and you just kind of set the setting there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a jeweler's dream because then all of a sudden it goes on.
It's
and it
perfect.
perfectly goes straight. It like actually,
It has that like
And then the-
amazing click.
and then
where
the
it
prongs
just
all
like
tighten a
cinemates.
little bit at each
Thinking
side,
like the Hellboy
just to
thing.
give everybody here wood. Like,
Auto tightening prongs.
yeah. So as that happens,
I imagined it was bezel set.
It just
it can be.
closes around it a little bit.
So as it attaches itself to that ring, you'll hear the.
Gross.
It is disgusting, but you'll hear that, and he like looks like he's in a little bit of pain, and there'll be like a small flash of like almost like a bright white arm made of light, and as it gets all shiny and everything else, it's almost hard to look at.
Really
As the
big
light
in the
ebbs away from it, you start seeing the translucent to where it's got the skin and everything else, and it'll be his hand.
Kind of looks like a jellyfish at first,
At first.
with like the veins and stuff, and now it's translucent. Okay.
Yeah. So then after it like goes in and he sees, he's like, but, how?
It's a gift from a friend.
He says, since I've lost my hand, my only regret is that I couldn't hold you with both hands. And now he'll reach around and pick you up, and spin you around and hug you.
Savage.
What are you doing?
Did you hear that splash? Sploosh.
Jonathan, make me a reflex dexterity saving throw.
For what?
Her panties! They just like flew off!
I'm not even there.
They just flew off!
I'm not even there.
What'd you get?
16.
Okay. You're able to catch in air that some of the followers of the Godslayers have thrown roses, and in your particular case, someone has thrown a bra.
Ooh, very nice.
What are you doing?
Who does this belong
I strung the tooth.
That's
into a
Marzio's thing.
necklace.
What,
And,
motherfucker?
I'm finding a hotel room
Charismatic.
next.
What's your
You took
charisma
his
score?
you took his gold tooth, and then you
Might
string it
I
on a
show you,
necklace.
bro?
Yeah.
Might I fucking show you?
And then you're doing what?
I'm taking Nick's to a hotel room.
Oh shit! You guys are all getting fucking laid. Are you going to the Toothless Gator? Are you gonna go to a place closer?
A place closer.
Poor Lane.
Classier.
You just alright. So you just walk over and you kind of. Well, you guys are in Rosetown Abbey. So yeah, you want to take her to
Yeah,
a
you
nice
just
place.
saved the goddamn city. You can fuck in the town square if you
17.
So you just kind of walk over and
Marzio
like
is more
grab her,
attractive than you.
and she's like, "Where are we going?"
I'm still good looking.
She'll follow you.
Mars gets more attractive.
Wait, what'd you say?
Haley,
You'll see.
what are you
I'm
doing?
charismatic as fuck.
Well, I took the ring, and I'll be like, let's consider this payment enough.
Sure.
And I want to go investigate my apartment, make sure it's still standing.
It's not.
Fucking fair.
He's not.
Okay. When you get to your apartment, it is still there. There is somebody sitting at your desk with their back facing everything.
Who the fuck are you?
You hear in the best. I'm gonna try to do a voice here, okay? But don't fucking tease me on it. I have had many names. Many, many different names. None of them are important. The only thing that is important, and you see a halfling's hand reaches out and has a bag of coins, and will just gently throws it onto your table,
Oh, fuck.
is that I can pay you. And then it'll spin around and you'll see a halfling with a big black dagger just picking at her nails. I want you to keep that group that you were just with safe. And you're smart, so I'm not going to deny that to some level that means busy. I know that you are too kind based on your reputation, so that you're not going to just distract them like I want, but I know that you can stay with them and keep them alive. So I take it this 1,000 gold will work.
Now, this group of friends that you're talking about has almost got me killed
They also.
many times already, and I've known them for maybe 5 days. 1,000 gold might be a little shy.
Okay. Well, why don't I sweeten the pot and just tell you? And she'll flip the dagger and have it kind of pointed she'll set it down ever so gently on your on a picture that you have on a card, and she'll set it and she says, "Consider that your life would be even shorter if this is something you didn't agree with." And it'll gently take the dagger and just draw it across the neck.
So you're saying 1,000 gold or nothing, or I'm dead.
I'm saying that's all I care to spend right now.
Oh, your friends are only worth 1,000 gold? I'll make sure that they stay alive and take care of them.
They're not my friends. And that's when you'll see the dagger on the hilt. There's a big red eye that just kind of opens up and then closes. Yeah, very similar actually. Very similar to that. But this host body of mine does kind of like them, and I'm slightly inclined. Yeah.
I'll help them out.
Good. With that said and done, also, I know, and she'll spread a couple of the files that you have that you're getting close to you don't know them as the council sites, but you know there's an assassination guild, and you've been trying to crack it a little bit for some places. She says, I want you to stay out of this business too. There's no extra payment for that, but the other portion of our agreement will work with that. And she'll take it and she'll throw it kind of in the trash can, and then she'll snap and it'll catch on fire. Do we have an arrangement?
Well, it doesn't look like I had a choice.
You never did.
Apparently. We're big.
And she'll smile. It was nice to meet you.
I'll keep them safe.
And then there'll just be this, the shadow will just move super fast, and you see your door or the rafters will just shatter open.
One of them actually breaks off.
It's very Dresden-esque.
Right. You see the shadow just kind of moves and leaves tracers of shadow as it just goes away. All right, Marzio.
Cloud.
You're the last one.
I'm actually gonna sit down next to Refiso. I'm just gonna give out a big sigh.
I'm still alive.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead in dreams. But I'm actually gonna grab onto his hand and just hold on to it and be like, well, we each threw each other off of a building, so I think that makes us friends. It's a shame you're dead now. I mean, I was actually kind of starting to like you.
For an old fart.
I'll stand up and walk over to get a drink.
As you pass by Yarbo and you see him,
Who's that again?
it's the boy that got turned.
The boy that got turned?
Yeah, he was the boy that when you guys were with the oh, you weren't there. Leon was.
Leon was.
Leon was.
Or no, that was actually Osir still.
Yeah, that was
Oh
Osir.
shit! Yeah. So I guess as you're going through, he'd come up to you and say,
shit, I shouldn't have saved him.
Marzu, is it?
Yes.
I'm a friend of the other group of God Slayers. We've never gotten a chance to meet. Mickey's actually a kind of distant cousin.
Are you as much of an asshat as he is?
Nowhere near.
Okay, we'll see.
He says, I just wanted to say thank you guys for everything you do, but me and the tribe, we and he points towards all the dire wolves, and he says, we had to turn quite a bunch of people to make sure that they wouldn't turn. We gave them the gift, the gift of the changing.
Okay.
We turned them into werewolves so that they could survive it.
Okay. Lesser of two evils, I suppose.
He nods. He says, exactly. I'm hoping that most of it won't disrupt the town too much, but we couldn't think of anything else to do. It was either that or they would die.
No, I understand entirely. We'll figure something out.
He nods. We're gonna take as many of them as we can back where we can teach them the ways.
That's probably best.
Because if not, they'll just end up eating their brothers and sisters and mothers.
Do you have before you guys leave, can you get a catalog of who all ended up being turned? So that we know who's gonna be gone?
Yeah, he's like, once they're in their first change, we were able to... Our alpha was able to scare them into being in a particular form, which is the safest from it.
Yeah.
They can't speak, they can't think very much. We'll take them away for now, and we'll get that message to you.
Alright.
So, sorry, it's just the only thing we can think of.
No, all of your help is greatly appreciated. Got a lot of mess to clean up.
He knows.
We gotta take it all in stride.
We'll met Godslayer.
Give a warrior's handshake and bring him in for a hug.
Yeah, he looks, when you bring him in for the hug, he looks kind of strange about it. He's like, great, okay.
Tap his ass.
Alright.
And as he walks away, I'll give it a little swat.
Hey, that's not cool.
Good
game. Go ahead.
It is for me, and by the time he turns around to look at me, I'm already walking away.
You guys will notice that the last bit that as you guys all go towards your various bars, hotel rooms, and shag places.
Places.
You guys notice that the Elven City above looks like they have there's a lot of strange, almost angelic-looking statues that seem to have come from seemingly nowhere, all upside down and pointing almost like they're offering something. And it looks like they're separated and they're floating. Like as you're walking through the city, you notice they'll get wider out in their orbit, and then they'll become statues that just kind of lock into place on the top, which you guys can't see, but you see they're going back out into it. Later, you guys will see in the paper that the elves were about to nuke the place for sure. But Landless was able to assure the elven government that everything was under control. So,
All I gotta say is fuck them elves.
yes, definitely. So with that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and close the game.
Alright.
Very good game, guys.
Fuck!
Oh yeah, stream.
I love how that's the reminder.
Oh yeah, we're streaming.
Also,
Hey, Jonathan,
Long rest.
I'd like to focus on Zach. I know you don't want to be on camera.
Christ.
Thanks.
as always, I'm gonna turn it over to Mandy because she also streams. But we hope to see you guys not next week, but the week after, and you can see what more trouble they can get into now that the season finale is done. So, good job to all my beautiful and wonderful players, and see you in 2 Sundays.
2 Sundays.
How about that total
Plug
party
yourself.
I don't know the next time I'm streaming, but you should check out Madly Unique, and we're just going to end it there because mobile streams are weird. Say bye, guys!
Bye! Bye, guys!